Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mingus Marauder football here on KYBC AM 1600. We've got the Cactus Cobra band out on the field right now and getting ready to start this game with our national anthem. Of our nation's anthem here at Cactus High School. Fans, we'd like to welcome you aboard here. We have been in a lightning delay for about the last 40 minutes, and they have now finally brought the teams back out on the field and had a lot of lightning off to the west, Jackie. Not much rain, a couple of drops here or there, so that's the good news. But the teams had a delay, so it makes you wonder how things go in the locker room, how these teams respond to getting warmed up and then going back and sitting in the locker room for almost 40 minutes before they come back out to warm up again for this ball game. And that warm-up wasn't very long. They've only been out here for about 4 or 5 minutes before the national anthem and getting ready to go. Mingus Marauders coming off a loss in their opening game, JB, at home last week, with the Snowflake Lobos coming to town and getting a victory in that one. And the bright side to that loss is that the Marauders came out of it fairly healthy.
Well, yes, certainly so. In fact, we only have one player on our injury report. Of course, that is sponsored by Taryn Walls and his team of professionals at Northern Arizona Rehabilitation and Fitness. And Alec Eppinger, of course, it's a big one. Yeah. Senior, 6'4", 240 pounds. A sprained ankle, according to Mr. Boyson, happened on Tuesday, and he should be back most likely for next game, which comes up not Friday, but Thursday. Since 2000, Northern Arizona Rehab and Fitness has been providing the highest quality of physical therapy in the Verde Valley. They're located on South Willard in Cottonwood. You got a hitch in your giddy up. Go see our friends over at Northern Arizona Rehabilitation and Fitness.
Well, it looks like the Cactus Cobras won the opening coin toss there, JB. And they elected to receive. You don't see that very often, but I think talking with Coach Feckenheimer before the game here, who, as we may as well mention while we have a chance, Coach Larry Feckenheimer, JB, is a man that's won 2 state championships in the last 10 years, back in 2005 and 2009. This gentleman is in his 30th year here at Cactus High School. He said that last week in their game against Thunderbird, he wasn't happy with their offense. He said our offense stunk. We need to get a lot better if we're going to be able to compete in this division this year. And he says it's hard to tell after your first game. He says, was Snowflake the best team in the state, or are they the worst team in the state? Is Mingus okay, or are they in trouble? He says the same thing with us. Is Thunderbird the best team in the state, or are they the worst team in the state? Are we okay, or are we in trouble? We don't know off of that game. One thing I do know is our offense needs to get a whole lot better. So they win the opening coin toss and elect to receive. I think he's looking to get his offense better right now.
Well, most likely. One thing we did learn from last week with the Mingus Marauders, huge key is going to be the kicking game for the Mingus Marauders. Jacobo, putting 3 out of 4 into the end zone for touchbacks, and that is a weapon in high school football.
We have had a steady wind blowing ever since we've been here right now, and it is to the back of Jacobo. So he's getting ready to kick this ball away and with a strong wind to his back, and I would be surprised if he doesn't get this one into the end zone. Here's the boot from Jacobo. It's angling towards the end zone, bounces about 6-7 yards into the end zone and rolls through the back. And the Cactus Cobras will start the game with the football at their own 20-yard line. JB, this Cactus football team comes out with a huge offensive line led by their big center, junior, 6'3", 299-pound Kelvin Martin. They also have up on that line a tackle at 6'4", 261, a guard at 6 foot 271, another tackle at 6 foot 273, and their other guard, a sophomore, 6'2", 277. These guys are huge. They run a player on the field now. They only had 10 coming out of the huddle, and their running back didn't know he was supposed to be out there. And there he is. He's ready to go. And this Cactus football team ready to start this game. Here's a snap. Marauders look to blitz, and a handoff coming up the middle, and Mingus still looking for the ball. He's still chugging away. They make contact and try to stop him at about 7-8 yards downfield, and just continuing to plow forward, and a first down all the way to the 30-yard line. Big, strong carry that time by the Cobras.
Holy cow, absolutely. And he got pushed along as he went along. Number 28 on the carry. He didn't run the ball at all. That's Jalen James. He's a junior. He didn't run the ball last week at all.
From the gun. The handoff, going to the left-hand side, out in the open to the 40, trying to get to the sideline and off to the race to the 50. To the 40-yard line, Mingus has an angle. A huge hit made by the running back on the only Marauder back that time. And he got his bell rung, but he made the stop and saved the touchdown, but not before a huge gain that time by the running back. I think it was number 28 that time that had the carry. That's Ryan Sullivan. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Jalen James, a junior, 5'10", 189, and man, can he get going down the field. Tackle made that time by Felix Vera, touchdown saving tackle for the Marauders. First down and 10 now. Cobras 2 plays, and they're at the Marauder 33-yard line. Man going in motion from right to left. Behind the quarterback now, man in motion from left to right, and a pitch to the man in motion. He'll break the first tackle and then be covered by Marauders in the backfield. A loss on the play. It looks like they may give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, where it will be second down and 10.
Levi Collins coming up, making first contact out there, and a big hit on the running back for the Cobras, and good containment by the Marauders, able to gather him up.
That's 28 again, Jalen James, a junior, 5'10", 189-pound performer, and a handoff going up the middle to James again, breaking tackles and jumping over defenders on the right-hand side. He's tripped up and knocked down at the Marauder 25, so it'll be third down, third and manageable, third and about 4, maybe a long 3 here for the Cobras, who are not wasting any time with a huddle. We don't need no stinking huddle. We know what we're doing. Trips on the left, 1 on the right. Backfield is 1 running back. It's James to the right of the quarterback who's in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Looking right, throwing right, has a man, catch is made, breaking a tackle but falling down at the 15-yard line, where it will be first down and 10. Reception made that time by the captain, Josh Gatt.
Well, actually, they only threw the ball 8 times last week against Thunderbird. A victory for the Cobras, 16-11.
Cobras going Denver Broncos style here. Here's a quick snap and a handoff, sweeping the left-hand side. It's James running to the end zone, untouched. Touchdown, Cobras. Wow, that was impressive. Touchdown run that time by Jalen James. He's had about 3 touches and about 70 yards or so there, JB. That guy got down the field rather impressively that time for the Cobras. Coach Feckenheier said he wasn't impressed with his offense last week. He's pretty impressed with them now.
Well, should be. They marched. In fact, they ran the ball extremely well against Thunderbird, but it almost seemed like a defensive battle, all of it between the 40s.
Eric Lopez, the kicker, number 6. The kick into the wind is up and good, and the Cobras take the lead 7-0. 9:50 left, opening quarter of play. We'll be back with a kickoff in the Marauders offense after this.
Premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find Digitel, your Verizon Premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, Willow Crossroads, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Back at Cactus High School, the Cobras get the ball, march down the field in 2 minutes and 10 seconds and take the opening score. 7-0 is the score, as Lopez, who just made the extra point, is ready to kick off to the Marauders. He'll be kicking into the wind. The Marauders' return men are standing up around the 7-yard line. It's Hanks and Kitchen. Here's an onside kick. And it will be fielded by the Marauders. Fumbles it, but he comes up with it. Man, did he get, here comes a flag. It's a little unnecessary roughness. And who is it? Looks like, it's the nasty Chihuahua comes up with it down there, JB. Number 9, Herb Tiffany. He got hammered for his effort. Saved possession for Mingus, and the little extracurricular activity will move the ball on the other side of the field. I imagine from the 37-yard line, they'll move it 50. Oh, they're saying face mask. It was something. It was a mugging is what it was. And they'll move the ball 15 yards downfield. And I guess if you give up a touchdown on your opponent's opening drive, it's nice to start with the ball at their 48-yard line. Short field to work with here for the Marauders. Let's see if they can pay the Cobras back with the TD.
Or it's a lack of respect by the opposing defense. Either way, I think Mingus needs to sting back real quickly.
Navarez, the Marauder quarterback, 1 back behind him. He's got a wing back on the right side, 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, working from the near hash mark. Lineman down, Navarez drops, looking to throw, does throw in. It's way over the head of everybody. Good thing, because 2 or 22 from the team in blue were in front of that one. It would have been going pick 6 the other way. Fortunately for Mingus, Navarez threw that one way out of the way.
Interesting, Mingus most successful last week against Snowflake, not on the ground, but actually in the air.
And you know they're thinking that with the wind at their back right now.
Absolutely. Navarez had a pretty decent game. In fact, he ended up with 196 yards and 23 attempts, rather. Only 1 interception, 1 touchdown.
2nd down and 10. The Marauders, the man in motion. Handoff to the fullback. It's Dakota Hanks. No, on the right-hand side, it's Navarez with a keeper. Navarez will run right at the safety who breaks him down at the 20-yard line. Forward progress will move it to the 18. What a fake to Hanks. Looked like Dakota had the rock running up the middle. And then next thing you know, here comes number 7. High step into the right. There he goes. Our fans on TV can watch it over here as Navarez looked. He knew he had a hot pursuit coming from his right side. He thought, I'll just lower my shoulder and see if I can take that safety out. And he gets the first down for Mingus. Run the 18-yard line of the Cobras. Marauders down 7-0. Man in motion. They're going to hand off to Helsel going right. Behind a couple of linemen. He'll lower his shoulder and try to fight for what he can get and finally push backwards after a gain of 3. 9 minutes left, opening quarter. Cobras on top, 7-0. Mingus driving here on their opening possession.
I think it'd be absolutely key for the Marauders to come back and score, especially on the Cobras, their home field. Last couple of times we've played these guys, it goes back to 2005, 2006.
Right.
One of those was a 52-7 loss, and then a 41-21 loss to these Cobras.
52-7 was to the eventual state champion in 05.
Yep.
2nd down and 7. The Marauders will hand off this time up the middle and smashed at the line. Wow. I'll tell you what, the Mingus line is not opening up any holes, and Dakota Hanks paid for it that time. He's got about a yard to the 16-yard line, where it is now 3rd down and, about 8 for the Marauders. Maybe 7.
Darian Edwards, one of the captains defensively out here for the Cobras, coming in, making first contact.
And it makes you wonder if head coach Bob Young will look for any points here with if the Marauders are unable to pick up the first down. If he may let Jacobo go out there and kick one to win in his back. Navarez to throw out of the backfield. He's got a man. Catch is made. Oh, my. What a stick. That time by number 2. Looks like it's C.J. Buzz that comes up with a big hit on the Mingus Marauder, and it's going to be short of a first down. Catch was made that time by Garrett Story, and it's going to be to the 13-yard line. Mingus needs to get inside around the 9, maybe even the 8. Looks like closer to the 8 for a first down. So now 4th down and 5, and they will bring out Jacobo to kick the extra point, or the extra point, we wish. The field goal from the left hash mark, a hard wind blowing. Kick is up, kick is way long enough, and no good.
Ooh.
Man, he kicked it all the way to the track, which is pretty far behind the goalpost. The referees never made a signal as to how he missed it. They just said it was no good. And the Marauders will turn the ball over now at the 20-yard line. Cactus takes over with a 7-0 lead. It had plenty of leg, there's no doubt about that, and I couldn't tell from here if it was left or right, JB. Those goalposts are only, well, you like to say about 10 feet tall, but they may be a little taller than that. They're not very high.
No, he almost hit the clock back there.
Right, yeah, it was a long one.
Oh, yeah, no, he's got plenty of leg. He missed one extra point in last week's contest.
Here comes Cactus. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Running back on the left of the quarterback. Looks right, throws right. It's nearly picked off. Oh, boy, Mingus had a shot at that one. Marshall Schill comes flying in, and if he had another half step, he wouldn't have had to dive. He would have just caught that one on the run.
And I'm pretty sure if he got to the end zone, he wouldn't drop the ball before he crossed the line.
No, boy, did everybody learn that lesson. Again last night.
Of course, in the Broncos game last night.
Right. Then you go walk to the sideline, see Peyton staring at you. I threw 7 touchdowns. What'd you do? Oh, here we go. Looking to throw again. He's got a man wide open. Flushed down to the pocket now by Baker. The pass is tipped in. Nearly intercepted again by the Marauders. It looks like Felix Vera had a hand on it. He and Broyles both went after it after it was tipped in the air. But Isaiah Baker that time was able to break through and flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Baker's going up against that big center, big old number 78, 299 pounds before that last biscuit, 6'3" junior Kelvin Martin. 3rd down and 10 now. Cobras take the snap and hand off. No, the quarterback keeps it. Up the middle, hit by Schill, driven backwards by the Marauders after a short gain of 2. And the Marauder defense comes up with a big stop here, bringing up 3rd down and, well, they're going to give them progress about 3. So 4th down and about 6 now. And the Cobras will line up to go for it. I don't think that's what they're going to do. I would imagine that the quarterback's probably going to get this, roll and punt. The Marauders are expecting the punt. And here we do have a little pooch punt from the running back, actually. Angled towards the sideline and goes out of bounds near midfield. And let's see where the referee stops walking. Not far. The same place they started the last drive, the Cactus 48. Marauders have had great field position. 2 drives that start the 48. They haven't started this one yet. Last one started the 48. And they moved the ball on Cactus a little bit on their last possession. This time, defensively, they were able to stifle the Cobras to a 3-and-out. If Mingus can score here, you might see him start to build a little confidence and momentum.
Well, that stop right there, I think, gave them a little bit of confidence. Cactus, deep in their own territory, went to their weakness, which was throwing the ball instead of running it.
The Marauders just now bringing a lineman out onto the field. It looks like it's Robert Shelley, who didn't realize Yo was back out there. 1st down and 10. Man in motion as Helsel. They'll pitch to Helsel behind Hanks with the block. Helsel trying to get to the sideline, and he won't get there. Ridden down at the line of scrimmage. So he ran from the near hash mark all the way across the Marauder sideline and was driven down for no gain. 2nd down and 10. The Marauders now have the ball from the right hash mark as Helsel changed the field position for the Marauders.
Just east-west, not north-south, right?
From this hash mark to that hash mark.
You know, I got to say something. Cactus is pretty impressive if you can beat him to the corner.
No doubt.
He is fast.
4-4 kid. And maybe Mingus just want to get the ball on that side of the field. Maybe they feel they got to play to come to this side. Looking to throw. Navarre's in trouble. Navarre's will step through the initial tackle, and now he's sacked. Back at the Marauder 49. A loss of 3 on the play. More importantly for Mingus, the 3 on the down marker makes it 3rd and 13 from their own 49.
Number 52 coming up with the sack. In fact, they had 4 sacks last week against the Thunderbird squad. Connor Shirley gets the sack.
Shirley, you jest. Another 6'4", 229. Everybody's like 229 and 299. You know these kids are about 10 pounds more than that. That 299 kid, that kid is center, JB. Whew, I bet there's some universities watching him. Navarre's to throw. He's hit as he throws. Throws it down the right sideline, and his man had a step. It's Tanner Karen. He tried to get the ball to. He had a step on the defender. If that ball dropped in there, Karen is racing towards the end zone, but incomplete over his head. And 4th down, the Marauders will have to punt it away.
Makes you wonder a little bit whether or not the wind going from right to left across your video screen and radio dial added maybe an extra 4 or 5 yards to that throw.
Marshall Schill to punt the ball away for Mingus. Here's a snap. Good snap, and oh boy, he just gets it off. Man, what a punt. And that one is going to sail into the end zone.
Ooh,
that was a high, weird, spinning punt. You like to see that one come down around the 10-yard line, huh?
I'm looking for the full moon because that was odd.
Let's take a quick break right here. Cactus offense coming back out. 4:44 left in the opening quarter. 7-0 Cobras.
Here Here in the Verde Valley, it's always a great time to ride. And for all your cycle needs, it's always a great time to visit D&K Service Cycle and ATV. Their certified technicians can keep your street bike or your dirt bike in tip-top shape year-round. Stop in and check out the full inventory of riding gear. At D&K, they can help sell your good used motorcycles too. Go to dkservicecycle.com and find out about the consignment program. D&K Service Cycle and ATV in Cottonwood, a quarter-mile south.
Back at Cactus High School, Cobras ran the play while we were away, and they picked up 9 yards. 2nd down and 1 now to the 29-yard line. Quarterback in a shotgun. He's got one running back on his left, one on the right. He's got a receiver going out on either side. Now flushed out of the pocket, still on his feet, hitting the backfield, and he's going to be hit for a sack. Baker's got him. The quarterback pushes forward, and he's not sacked. Instead, he pushes forward for about 4 yards and a 1st down to the 33. JB, that young man is strong. He had 3 Marauders on him, including Isaiah Baker, who is one of the strongest kids at Mingus, and was able to push forward for 4 yards and a 1st.
You know what happens, and what works to their benefit is they get 600 pounds of linemen behind you pushing.
All right, come slamming behind you.
Ugh.
I hate that. 1st down and 10 now. Marauders defense trying to come up with another stop. Handoff. No, the quarterback's going to keep it. Rolling left, throwing left. He's got a man wide open in the midfield to the 40-yard line. Clubbed from behind and chopped down at the 35. Huge gain, however, for the Cobras. That's the fullback. That's a big fella coming. Oh, no, it's 80, not 40. Coming out of the backfield. May still be a big fella, but not as big as old number 40, I'll tell you that. The catch made that time by Xavier Villarreal, sophomore, 6 foot 166. JB, I'll tell you one thing that scares me about these Cobras. There's a lot of sophomores and a lot of juniors out here doing damage for one of the best teams in the state, and that just shows you they're ready to be reckoned with again next year.
Oh, no doubt. This whole line, I think there isn't a senior on this offensive line. Another run for a 1st down there,
Another big run for a 1st at the 24-yard line. Cobras on the march again. 1st down and 10. Back to the left side of the quarterback. He'll stick it in his pocket and then keep it himself right up the middle. Quarterback rolling down the middle of the field, and he's going to be close to another 1st down. This kid is a blue chipper as well, JB. This quarterback, he's in his 2nd year at the helm here. Talal Yusufazi, or something to that effect. Senior, 6'3", 207 pounds. So this is a big kid. This is a prototypical collegiate-sized quarterback here. Awaiting the snap on 2nd and 1. And a handoff going to the right this time. And it's going to be close to a 1st down. They gave it to the big running back, James, again. James just lowered his head and banged into that line. And the official's going to take the umpire here. He's going to take a look. And it didn't look long. 1st down, Cobras inside the 10. They're at the 7 or 8 yard line. Hard to tell from here, but it's 1st and goal. Oh, wait. No, they got that marker move. They're at about the 13-yard line. Here's a snap and a pitch to the right. It's James. James following a blocker. It may not be James. We'll have to wait till he gets up. That may have been 22 that time.
Or 27.
Or, yeah, it might have been 27.
Austin Marshall is in the backfield as well, number 27. Just to make it hard for us.
No, it was 27 that time.
A good game, another 7 yards.
And now he moves into the slot on the left. They've got a slot receiver on the right. 4 wide outs here. And a whistle, and we may have, oh no, they're resetting the play clock. And now they're winding it. 2:10 left, opening quarter. 2nd down and 3 here for the Cobras. Here's a snap, and they're going to fake the handoff. No, they do hand it off to James up the middle. James dives at the goal line. He's in for the touchdown. 1:55 on the clock. 13-0 now. Cobras moving into the wind in the 1st quarter, and they've got the first 2 touchdowns. You see our fans at home watching on our replay, the fake, and the quarterback does it all the time. He sticks it in his bread basket, and then you have to watch to see if he leaves it there or if he takes it back out. That time he left it there, and James carried it in from about 8 yards out. Here's the extra point attempt. Snap is good, kick is up, and the kick is good. 1:55 left, opening quarter. Marauders will have the ball when we come back down 14-0.
always a great time to ride. And for all your cycle needs, it's always a great time to visit D&K Service Cycle and ATV. Their certified technicians can keep your street bike or your dirt bike in tip-top shape year-round. Stop in and check out the full inventory of riding gear. At D&K, they can help sell your good used motorcycles too. Go to dkservicecycle.com and find out about the consignment program. D&K Service Cycle and ATV in Cottonwood, a quarter-mile south of Walmart.
Back at Cactus High School, glad to have you along, fans. Along with Jackie Bessler, I'm Zach Calandra. We are at Cactus High School on, was it Greenway, I believe it was, and about 62nd Avenue or so. And we had a delay, a weather delay, a lightning delay before tonight's game. So we're still in the opening quarter. It's 1:55 left opening quarter. 14-0. The home team, the Cobras, with the lead, about ready to kick off to the Mingus Marauders. Lopez approaches the ball, high kick into a stiff wind, and he still boots it to the 5 where it's fumbled and now picked up and run down the middle of the field to the right-hand side. He goes, it's Kitchen on the loose, Kitchen in the middle of the field, and he's still on the loose and out near midfield before he's finally gathered up. Another long run for the Mingus Marauders and another great starting field position for Mingus. They started their first 2 drives on the Cactus Cobra side of the field at the 48. This time the Marauders get a nice return from Brennan Kitchen, who bobbled it, picked it up, and sprinted out near midfield, and the Marauders will start now at their own 49.
About a 40-yard, maybe 41-yard return out there. And, you know, I got to say this once again about the Cactus Cobras. Not too many teams are going to catch Kitchen from behind.
Hey, Mingus got to score. He can't have 3 possessions that start at midfield and be down 14-0. Mingus looking to run the ball, and there is nowhere to run. Man, the Marauder line is kind of like that thing that you put your tea bag in when you're trying to make your tea. It's kind of a strainer.
Strainer? No, you're just calling it holy.
I'll tell you, these Cobras, and that's what it is. This Cactus Cobra team's really good, and they're blowing through this Marauder line.
Hanks picks up 1 yard, and he's got 2 carries and only that 1 yard to show for it, and a couple of bruises.
2nd down and 9. Here's the snap, and they'll go to Helsel trying to go right. Helsel banged around at about the line of scrimmage and finally thrown down 5 yards behind the line. Marauders are not getting any push here, JB. I'll tell you what, this may even be time where you try to run something like that to Helsel and let everybody come running up to tackle them like they've been doing and throw it down the field.
Amen, because there were 9 Cactus Cobras in on that tackle and only 2 people back, and they were just taking a rest.
On the run. This may, we know we took it out of the playbook years ago, but this may be a time for a halfback option. 3rd down and 9, and Navarro's in the gun. Oh, the snap is between his legs. He picks it up, and he's in trouble on the right. Just throw it out of bounds. And instead he takes the sack. Jackie, when that happens, and you pick the ball up and you're 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and you get away from the initial pressure, and there's a lot of guys swarming around you, throw that thing up into the stands. He's already out of the tackle box.
That's true. Save yourself about 6 yards there, and maybe you put yourself into a 4th and 9 is definitely easier than 4th and 14. 4th and 14, by the way, reminds me of the 14-piece deals over at Home Furnishings Direct. No, seriously.
Great. No,
$9.99 for the whole thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, get down there and find your 14-piece furniture set, huh?
Yep, $9.99. Bedroom sets, living room sets.
Go see Denny. He'll take care of you.
Yep.
All right, fans, that is the end of the opening quarter. 14-0 Cactus. 4th down and about 15 or so here for Mingus. They'll punt it away when we return after this.
Your local Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. There are now 3 varieties of Doritos Locos Tacos at Taco Bell: Nacho Cheese, Cool Ranch, and the new Fiery Doritos Locos Taco. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell, located on the corner of Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Back at Cactus High School, Marauders running a man off the field here. They sent 12 guys out for the punt team. Now they got it right. And the punt by Schill is high and received at the 20-yard line. Well, look to return. He's got a huge gap up the middle to the right side, of the left sideline rather, and down the sideline he goes and knocked out of bounds. Helsel got there. Looks like 62-76 got there as well for the Mingus Marauders, but a big return for the Cactus Cobras out across midfield, and Robert Shelley got in there. It was old number 62, Charles Novak, that got in there, and Helsel that were able to make the stop and run him out of bounds, but not before a huge return. And again, that 27, Austin Marshall, a 5'9", 157-pound rocket out of the backfield with a big return. Oh, it looks like they marked him back a little bit from where I saw him, and they got him at the Marauder 49 instead of the 44. First down play and a handoff coming up the middle to Marshall, and Marshall just lowered the head behind about 800 pounds of 3 linemen in front of him and pick up about 5 on the play. Second down and 5 now from the Marauder 44.
This run is brought to you by the National Beef Council.
Yeah, no doubt. Got to get them on board.
I know what's for dinner.
Second down and 5. And that's only because we're not back in the wood at Vinny's right now.
Right.
Looking to throw. Ball goes left-hand side, and it's caught at the 40, slithering between a couple of Marauders before being knocked down. The reception's going to be good for first down yardage. Pass to a receiver. I'm not sure we've seen that yet. And this time they're able to find 81, Isaac Archuleta, 5'10", 159-pound senior. Hey, that Archuleta name down here in the Valley, JB. Some football players.
Yeah, no kidding. He'll pick up 8 in the first down, and the quarterback is 3 for 5.
And a handoff up the middle this time. He tries James again, and the Marauders are there for him, and it's Collins that gets in on the tackle for the Marauders, along with 88 that time. That's 88. Oh, that's Zach Simmons that's out there. Okay. Simmons only a sophomore. The Marauders don't have many underclassmen out there, but Simmons is one of them. Trevor Galloway, a freshman's on the varsity squad. Second down and 8 now from the Marauder 33-yard line. A handoff up the middle again, and Mingus dragging him from behind, but trying to drag him. Going for a ride from behind that time. Finally able to pull him down. Marauders tackle made that time by number 59. And it's Jake Hockman with the tackle for Mingus.
Well, nice to see that. Jake Hockman got knocked around the last time by the offensive line, came back right away and made the tackle.
Oh, we got to check big old number 73. Third down and 5, quarterback keeper, and he's through the middle, and he's running around a referee, and now running over Marauders to the 20 to the 15, still on his feet, and backpedaling now before finally being out of bounds.
We have a loose shoe on the field, too.
There's probably lots of loose parts laying out there right about now.
Oh, my gosh.
A lot of Marauder parts. This kid is something else, JB. 73, Galen Leo, a 6'4", 280-pound lineman for the Marauders out there right now, JB, playing left defensive end. First down and 10 from the Marauder 14 now. Quarterback looking over to Coach Feckenheier. So just throw it in the end zone, young man. You know what to do. And Yosafazi looks to run it himself. He's going to run to the left and lower his head and be tackled and upended by Tanner Karen at the 6-yard line, which will not be enough for a first down. It'll bring up second down and a long one. And again, this Cactus Cobra team, JB, they'll keep you on your toes defensively because they don't take any huddles. You can see the Marauder. Oh, we got an injured Marauder. He's trying to get himself figured out, now finally taking his helmet off, and that may be Hockman again. Number 59.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's Hockman that is running off the field. And he takes, oh, he's
not feeling real well.
No. They're going to be putting some fluids back in him.
Well, he took a shot earlier, and they may have to check on that young man.
It's a funny thing, when you're over there doing that, nobody gets near you. Second down and 3. Here's the snap, and the quarterback's going to keep it again. The Marauders have them close to first down yardage.
Generous spot. That might give it to him, Zach.
Yeah, he's right there. They're going to have to take a look. It's either going to be third down and very little or first and goal at the 4. And it looks like it's third down and very little. Hockman's still over there trying to regain his composure.
What scares me is that could be a sign of a concussion, though. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's the new rule. We'll talk about that. Here's a handoff to James, untouched, through the middle, touchdown. Uh-oh. 8:42 left to go, opening half. 20-0. The Cobras are awaiting the extra point. Now, they do have the new concussion rule, Jackie, and, of course, having an athletic trainer like Michael Boyson, Marauders could not be in any better hands, and I'm sure that's one of the things that they'll check out, but he's got to regain himself over there. You can see Boyson standing over there by him and checking him out, and we've seen this before sometimes. Remember Mighty Matt Earls years ago. Sometimes these kids come out here and almost a block on the extra point. The kick, however, is good. Sometimes these kids come out here and, like we were just saying, these Cobras don't give you a break.
Right.
It's no huddle, no huddle, no huddle, and you don't stop. And sometimes that catches up with you.
It does.
21-0. The Cobras with the lead. Will be back with the Marauder kick return right after this.
It's time for the year's best deals on the industry's best-selling machines during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Rebates up to $1,000 and financing as low as 2.99% on machines built to tackle your off-road passions. Hurry to your Polaris dealer today. Deals this good won't last long. Huge rebates and incredible financing going on now during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
Back at Cactus High School, Cobras up 3-0 here. 3 touchdowns to nothing, that is. 21-0 is the score with 8:42 left to go in the opening half. And here's the Cobra kickoff, and it will sail halfway through on the bounce and now all the way through the end zone. And the Marauders will start with their worst field position of the day at their own 20-yard line. Maybe that's what they need. A little real estate between them and the pay dirt.
Well, so far, Navarez, who had 196 yards throwing the ball, he's been sacked twice, should have gotten rid of it at least one of those 2 times. And he is a 1 for 2, 3 yards, minus 9 yards in the sack category. Running the ball so far for the Mingus Marauders, well, we haven't done an awful lot in that category either. 6 rushes, 34 yards, and 30 of it was Navarez on the ground just himself.
Navarez set under center. He's got 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Fakes the handoff up the middle. He's going to keep it himself. Looking for a block. He'll slide back to the inside between 2 defenders and be brought down after a gain of about 9. He was looking for that extra block on the outside. Saw that he wasn't going to get it, so he cut back to the middle and just lowered his head and got 9.
Cactus is one of those teams, and we've got history with them in our 22 years of broadcasting Mingus Marauder football. They're just one of those teams that seem to have 14 guys on defense.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that?
And like 10 guys that are 280 pounds every year. Second down and 1 now. The Marauders, the man in motion. They'll hand off to Tiffany. Tiffany going left. Tiffany being banged in the backfield, and now Tiffany's going down under a pile of about 14 players.
They're going to give him some forward progress there, Zach.
Oh, that would be good, because that's all he needed was a little bit, and they've got it. First down right at the 30-yard line. The angry Chihuahua bites off a yard, and the Marauders have a first.
Well, that's all Coach asked him to get.
Yeah.
Coach, next time, Coach needs to go get 89. Right?
Right. Yeah, like this one.
Right.
We only need 70 here, though. First down and 10, the Marauders on the move. Handoff going up the middle, the right side. Oh, man, he got through the line and kind of got tripped up. Tried to put his hand down to keep his balance, but that time Hanks is only going to have about 2. Now the Marauders running a player out of the game as they run a new guy in. They bring number 4. I think that's Thagard coming into the ball game.
Didn't see a lot from him last week. Garrett Story heads off to the sideline.
Saw Story with the reception earlier. Second down and 8 now for the Marauders. Man in motion. Well, he will be here in just a second from the right to the left. And there he goes. And the Marauders will hand off to the left and hit in the backfield. And he'll push forward, slithering along that line until he can find a little crack to get a yard. And that's about all Hanks will find on that run. Third down and long now for Mingus. And we're approaching about halfway through this second quarter, 6:45 and counting.
Hanks has always impressed me. The way he goes through that line, he does so with full energy. And I've seen him take just phenomenal hits, and cannot believe that that kid will keep his legs rolling and churning during the whole thing.
3rd down and 7 now for the Marauders, working out between the hash marks, going from left to right across your dial. Navarez will throw over the middle, and it's intercepted. Coming down the left sideline to the 30, to the 20, flag on the field to the 5, 3, 2, 1, touchdown Cobras!
Number 15 with the interception, if it stands, that would be Justin Wittick.
We've got flags and we've got officials talking out here. The interception is going to stand. Just a matter of whether or not they got a touchdown. We've got a hold, it looks like, or an illegal block in the back against the Cactus Cobras. The flag is right at the 30-yard line. So the interception will be good, but the touchdown will be nullified by the block in the back at the 30-yard line, where they will move the ball back to the 40, and the Cobras will have it 1st down and 10 at the Marauder 40-yard line. And we won't be able to see on our replay here where the block in the back occurred, but we do know that the Cobras have it at the Marauder 40, 1st down and 10, with a 21-0 lead, 6:12 left opening half.
Well, interesting enough out of that, it looked like Navarez was, well, he had pressure a little bit quicker than he needed. He needed like another half a second to step, because neither one of his receivers had turned around to look for the ball yet.
2 receivers left, 2 right, 1 back in the backfield, and they'll fake the handoff, throw to the left-hand side to a man wide open in the flat. It was a screen pass, and as he turns his head down the field, he'll be able to muster about 5 yards to the Marauder 35. I think it was number 80 that time with the reception.
It was.
It was Xavier Villarreal, X-Man.
And he has 2 receptions, 1 for 33, and we'll give him another one there for 4.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage, no huddle offense. A la Denver Broncos last night, JB. And a handoff going to the quarterback keeps it through the middle, breaking tackles, and finally brought down from behind. Marshall Schill makes the tackle. This 207-pound workhorse of a quarterback. What is he, JB? He's both. Picks up a huge chunk again there. I would have to imagine this kid's probably getting some looks. He's 6'3", 270 pounds. He runs like a horse. We've seen him make some good passes here tonight, even into the wind. He's a good-looking football player.
Yeah, and he was only 4 for 8 for like 32 yards against Thunderbird.
1st down and 10 inside the Marauder 20, working in the red zone, and the quarterback's going to keep it again, this time trying to follow his big fullback up through the hole. And old big number 40 got chopped down at the knees, and instead of following through the hole, Zach Bowles created a wall, and the quarterback wasn't able to get through for much, about 2.
Even pony walls help in this case, right?
Heck yeah. Like pony walls, any kind of walls to stop this guy. Oh, a
That
direct snap. Oh, was it a bad snap? I thought they direct snapped to 27, but no, it looks like it fell on it.
The center. The center did a direct snap to himself.
Big old 299 before breakfast. That's a big kid. Junior, 6'3", 299. Kelvin Martin.
Now, wait a second. Who loses the yard? The center?
Yeah, right.
Negative rushing yards on the center?
It's got to go on the quarterback, but still. It shouldn't.
No, wasn't his fault.
It's like when you strike somebody out and the catcher drops it.
Right. What's up with that?
Well, I guess you still get the strikeout.
Yeah, you do.
3rd down. Look at the throw. Look at the throw to the left side. Oh, boy, a Marauder was there. It was number 11. That's Kitchen that was there for the Marauders. He was the closest man to it and would have easily been able to deflect it had it been a better throw towards the receiver. Now it's 4th down and about 8 here for Cactus from the Marauder 16. And what are they going to do? They already lead 21-0, and they're going to spread it out. Trips on the right, 1 on the left. 1 back in the backfield, 5 down linemen. Quarterback working from the gun, awaiting the snap. Good snap, rolling to the right, flushed out of the pocket by Simmons. Now tucks and runs and jumps over a Marauder and forward near a 1st down. I don't think he's got it. It looks like they're going to mark him just across the 10, in between the 10 and the 9. He's got to get to the 9 for a 1st down. He's got to get to the 8 for a 1st down, and that will not be a first. Marauder defense holds on downs. 4:27 left in the opening half. Marauders down 21-0. They've got the ball back. They've got a lot of room to go to get to the end zone. They need to do it here on this drive to gain a little momentum going into the 2nd half.
You know, it's kind of interesting when you see a team go into a spread offense and you know that that just means they're going to run.
Run it with a quarterback who's been a horse all night.
Yeah, and all it does is try to spread out the defense, but Mingus did a great job of knowing exactly where that first down marker was and holding him short.
Huge drive for the Marauders. Remember, they'll have the ball to start the second half. It'd be nice to pick up back-to-back touchdowns and work our way back in this thing, huh, JB?
Yeah.
First down snap, and Mingus will hand off up the middle, and it's Dakota Hanks who rips off about 7 or 8 before being wrestled down from behind, and maybe Hanks' best carry of the day. He's got about 8 on that one before he's brought down from behind by number 42, Cade Gillis.
Hanks had 719 yards, 718 rushing yards last season. He's just a tad behind his average from last year, but that is his biggest run for the line of scrimmage here tonight.
Gillis, 6'4", 227. Everybody on this team, 6'4", 227, JB. Marauders look to hand off coming to the right side to Helsel. Helsel will have a first down out across the 20-yard line near the 23. It's a gain of about 5 on the run and a first down for the Marauders. They'll stop the clocks while they set the sticks. 3:50 on the board right now, 21-0. The Cactus Cobras lead the Marauders.
Well, the most important thing right there, Zach, we did not see Mingus pick up a first down rushing the ball from the backfield without a quarterback scamper, probably in the last 3 quarters of play for the Marauders.
2 on the left side, 1 on the right. He may go into motion. No, Navarez drops back 3 steps. Navarez going up top, and it's way underthrown. And a good thing that the defensive back fell down that time, or he was coming away with another one. It looks like number 2 with the coverage that time. That's C.J. Buzz again. Intended receiver for the Marauders appears as if it was number 28 that time.
Rios.
Yeah, it's Jesse Rios.
Now, interesting, I'm looking at the flag over there. Old Glory is going straight down. However, it feels like a near hurricane through the stands here.
The flag 10 feet away from it's like stiff with the wind.
Right, well, maybe it's blowing both sides as hard as, just blowing it still.
Here's the snap. Navarre's the throw. Screen, left-hand side to Rios. He caught it, and he's immediately tackled for no gain.
Well, they want to get the ball in Rios' hands, and a great open field tackle out there by the corner, because Rios will make you pay on that one. He gets around you, and he can easily scamper 45 yards in a blink.
3rd down and long now for Mingus. And they may be looking at this clock and thinking, hey, let's run the ball, run some more of that clock off, and try not to give Cactus too much time. 2:50 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 10 for the Marauders. 1 receiver right, 1 left. Man in motion from right to left, and Navarez is going to run to the right, and he's in trouble, hitting the backfield, and he'll lose a couple.
Well, Cactus saw that one coming. They did a great job on a run blitz there. Yep. They brought just about everybody except the corner on this side, and, well, no, even the safety was there.
And Cactus calls timeout to save some of that time on the clock before the Marauders punt. 2:35 left to go in the opening half. 21-0, Cactus with the lead. We'll be back to Cactus High School after this.
Hi, I'm John Andretti for Window World, America's largest replacement window company. Made in the USA. That's a powerful statement. It's also our story. Window World was born here, and the products we sell and install are made here. Our stores are locally owned, so your money goes to work here in our community. We think that making American homes more energy efficient goes hand in hand with protecting American jobs. Window World, American made, American owned.
Visit the new location at 101 Air Park Road in Cottonwood. Call 649-9111, ROC number 286642.
Back at Cactus High School, 4th down and 10 for the Marauders. 2:35 left in the half, and Schill to punt it away, and it's high and very short. And it will be taken at the 50-yard line, slipping 1 tackle, now being hit, still moving forward. Marauders not able to bring him down, and finally, he will be tackled. We've got a Marauder sprawled out flat on his back at about the 48-yard line of the Cobras. Returned that time by Austin Marshall, and they're going to give him progress to the Marauder 47-yard line. It may be Anthony Broyles down there. I don't want to say anything because I didn't see a number, but it's 71, not 1 for the Mingus Marauders.
71 for the Marauders out there is Tyler Bond.
Uh-oh.
Offensive, defensive lineman, 5'10", 230.
It's our starting center.
And Bond, I wonder if he just kind of got clocked on that one.
Anyhow, let's take a quick break right here. We've got a minute 2:22 left to go in the opening half, and the Cobras have the ball when we come back after this.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Back at Cactus High School, 2:22 on the clock, 21-0. The Cobras with the lead. Taylor Bond, up off the field. He's able to walk off under his own power, so that's good news for Mingus. Bad news is the Cobras have the ball back on the Marauder side of the field. Got to play some D here. Handoff looking to come up the middle, and the Marauders have been able to stuff the middle here recently, and no gain that time for James. James does, is that 28? Yeah. Yep. I thought it was 26. So James does have all 3 touchdowns thus far for the Cobras.
Well, Levi Collins makes sure that this play wasn't going for one. Met him in the hole, only a 2-yard gain. For James so far this game, that's a defeat.
Under 2 minutes left in the opening half now. They'll switch the running back from the left to the right side of the quarterback. 2 receivers right, 2 on the left. Here's a snap, dropping straight back from the gun. Looking, coming up, firing deep down the right-hand side. One-on-one coverage, and it's in and out of the hands in the end zone. He was able to break free momentarily, and passes just in and out of the hands that time of number 5, Everett Whipple.
Well, you'll notice as Whipple goes down, first of all, this was almost a coverage sack had we been able to get anybody to him. So he's going to just chuck this downfield. What we don't see on camera, right before the camera gets to Whipple, was the most wonderful, beautiful push-off on Karen that you would find from a receiver. Just that little separation that just ironically happens.
3rd down and 8 from the gun. The quarterback takes a snap, steps back, 3-step drop, flushed out of the pocket, rolling left, still in trouble now, picks it up and throws it out of bounds. Well, see, he saved himself a couple of yards.
And stopped the clock.
Even more important, well, maybe not more importantly for them, because now it's 4th down and 8, and this is where you watch the Cobras fake it. Why wouldn't you fake it here? Minute 32 left to go, the ball near midfield. The Marauders haven't moved it much. It's 4th down and 8 from the Marauder 45. And the punter is going to run to the right. And now he's in trouble. He's going to tuck his head. He's got a 1st down, still on his feet. It's James down the sideline. He stepped out of bounds, but not before a big gain to the Marauder. Where are they going to mark him? Well, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds well before it looked like it at the 32. Still plenty of distance for a 1st down. And you kind of knew that was trouble when the guy that's got all 3 touchdowns is your punter, and he takes a snap and runs right. Not much you can do there. And he's going to have about 15 yards or so on the carry. 1st down and 10 now, Cactus. 1, 2, 3 left on the clock here in the opening half.
That is a simple read on the defensive end. If the defensive end gets covered in, he's going to take that corner.
Quarterback takes a snap, rolls to his left, and under pursuit. Now he's going to try to cut back to the middle and run it himself. He's got about 6 yards. Inside the 30 to the 28-yard line, it looks like, is where they will mark him down. 1:08 left to go in the opening half, and the Cobras have the ball at the Marauder 28-yard line, 2nd down and 6.
Kitchen with another tackle out there. He had 27 tackles last week against Snowflake.
Very active. Quarterback to throw over the middle. He's got a man, makes a catch, bounces off one defender, and now still struggling to get through 2 more. 1st down will stop the clock until they set the sticks at the 19-yard line. 1st down and 10 inside the Marauder red zone. Last time the Cobras were here, the Marauders were able to stop them on downs.
Archuleta gets up his 2nd reception of the game.
Here's a snap and handoff. No, quarterback keeper running up the middle. Tripped up and down. Clock will roll. They may call timeout, and they do. Coach Feckenheier calls a timeout after his quarterback takes a 1st down carry for about 7 yards, bringing up 2nd down and 3. 38 seconds left to go here in the opening half. Timeout, Cobras, 21-0. Cactus with the lead. We'll be back to Cactus High School right after this.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find Digitel, your Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, Willow Crossroads, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Back at Cactus High School, 38 seconds on the board, and here come the Cobras out of their huddle on the sideline. Cobras with their light blue pants, the dark blue jersey, and the light blue helmet, white trim. Second down and 4 now, Cobras from the Marauder 18. The Marauder 14. Look at the throw, corner, end zone's got a man, touchdown! Out of the backfield, he finds the wide receiver that time, or the running back that time, Austin Marshall, who is the first player not named James to score a touchdown in this ball game. 28 seconds left in the opening half. It's 27-0. The Cactus Cobras with the early lead.
He just outraced the Mingus Marauder defensive end, corner, to the end zone. What an incredible burst of speed.
And the extra point attempt is coming here by Lopez. Here's a snap. Good snap. Oh, boy, the Marauders almost got there again, but not quite in time. That'll cost them a point. 28-0, 28 and a half seconds left to go here in the opening half. We'll be back with the Cactus kickoff and the Marauder return after this.
Think back to all those rules you heard growing up.
Don't get dirty.
You'll always remember those rules.
Don't run with scissors.
Now, not only can you bend some of those rules,
don't talk to strangers.
You can turn them into a career.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Imagine your possibilities. So when you want to expand your job skills or explore a new career path, don't be afraid to take some chances. Push your boundaries. Trust in your abilities. Yavapai College. Life explored.
.28 seconds from pay dirt for the Marauders, down 28-0 and about ready to receive a kick. However, the wind is at the back of the kicker, and you'd imagine Lopez would be able to boot this into the end. Oh, no, he kicks a low-line drive that will go out of bounds. So the Marauders will get the ball at the 35-yard line, which is decent field position when you only have 28 seconds left to go. However, with the wind in their face, you may think head coach Bob Young might run this one once and run to the locker room and try to figure out what we can do to turn our fortunes around coming into the second half.
Well, either that or you go and practice the Hail Mary play.
Right. What's the difference, right?
Exactly.
If they catch it, you try to tackle them and hope they don't score again. And if they do, then well, it's got a little bit more to figure out at halftime.
Going into the wind, Navarez could probably get at least 18 seconds worth of loft under the ball.
Right. Throw it straight up. All right, let's see what the Marauders do here. First down and 10 from their own 35-yard line. 28 seconds left in the half, trailing 28-0. Navarro sets under center. He's got one back behind him. I would imagine it's Hanks. Here's a snap, and they'll hand off to Helsel. Coming around the right side behind a block from Baker. JB.
Get out of bounds.
The Marauders have made a move and put Isaiah Baker on that offensive line. And I would imagine, now that I think of it, he's probably come in for Bond at center. Yeah, Bond's still over on the sideline. And that's what it is. That may be a good move for Mingus because Isaiah Baker is probably the strongest kid they've got out there.
Well, that's going to do it for the first half, though.
That's what we thought Coach Young would do there. Run it, run that clock out, go to the locker room, and figure out how we can come back from 4-0. It's not bad. Load them up, hit a bomb, right back in it. All right, fans, halftime is upon us. 28-0. The Cactus Cobras have the ball. The Mingus Marauders will have the ball to start second half action. And let's see if they can figure out something to get this team rolling. Remember, fans, next week we are back at home, but it's Thursday night. It's a Thursday night affair. Yom Kippur is a holiday coming up here. And the team that we're playing, Paradise Valley, apparently doesn't play sports. A lot of teams don't play sports on that Friday. So the game was moved to next Thursday at home. So be at Mingus Thursday night for the next Marauder game. 28-0 here at halftime. The Cactus Cobras comfortably ahead here at home. Let's take a break. We'll be back to Cactus High School for the halftime report. Coming up after this.
This is Travis Reed from Larry Green Chevrolet in Hyundai of Cottonwood. People often refer to us as the people place. Let me assure you, whether it's our involvement in the community or with our customers that visit, we make it a priority to keep that reputation. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and our sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet in Hyundai of Cottonwood, 2 dealerships in 1 convenient location just off Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood. From all of us at Larry Green Chevrolet Hyundai of Cottonwood and the Green Auto Group,
we're better and we'll prove it. The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here.
With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market.
Next to KFC on Main Street, Cottonwood.
Go Marauders!
Think back to all those rules you heard growing up.
Don't get dirty.
You'll always remember those rules.
Don't run with scissors.
Now, not only can you bend some of those rules,
don't talk to strangers.
You can turn them into a career.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Imagine your possibilities. So when you want to expand your job skills or explore a new career path, don't be afraid to take some chances. Push your boundaries. Trust in your abilities. Yavapai College. Life explored.
Service, convenience, price. Taylor Waste is locally owned and voted #1 in residential garbage collection for the past 8 years in a row. And right now, new customers will enjoy 2 months free service with your switch to Taylor Waste. Add an extra container and take part in Taylor Waste's popular clean recycling program as well.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Welcome to the Halftime Report, brought to you by Larry Green Chevrolet. They're better and they'll prove it. In just a moment, we'll have a recap of the first half, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats. Now, let's head back live to the press box. Here's Zach Calandra.
Back at Cactus High School, 28-0 here at halftime, brought to you by Larry Green Chevrolet in Cottonwood. And the Mingus Marauders, JB, came out here and gave up a touchdown on Cactus's opening drive, and then were able to stop them on the second drive. We thought maybe they were going to be able to build a little momentum, and things didn't quite work out that way for Mingus as they go into halftime now trailing 28-0. Mingus' first 2 drives of the game started at the Cactus 48. Their third drive started at the Marauder 49, and they haven't been able to get into the end zone.
Now
did have one attempt to score on a field goal that was missed.
We did, and that was actually on our first possession of the game, and Micah Navarro has kept the ball himself, a 30-yard run. That's the biggest run and biggest play from the line of scrimmage for the Mingus Marauders here in the first half. You mentioned 28-0. Scoring plays, 9:50 left to go in the first quarter, and the Cobras draw blood first. A 15-yard dash by James, his first of 3 of the game, and he just runs away with it over on the left-hand side, goes about 15 yards in the touchdown. The extra point by Lopez was good, and the Cactus Cobras led 7-0. Then with 1:55 left to go, still first quarter action, they'll score again. Guess who? A 5-yard misdirection by James, and he'll pick up his second touchdown. There it is. He'll just go to the left. It's almost like a delayed draw on that play. He just waits for one of the big linemen to create a hole. Doesn't matter where it is. I'll find it. He does. He also finds another 6 points going to his name. The extra point was good.
Doesn't matter where it is or which one it is. Every one of them's going about 270 on that line.
Exactly, and somebody's gonna make a push. I actually think that for this kind of offense and that kind of running back, that is just incredibly intelligent to put that play into your repertoire. Well, they'll score again. This time it takes second quarter action. First quarter it was 14-0, but 8:42 left to go. Third touchdown by James. Guess what? Another 5 yards, and he'll find pay dirt yet again. This time almost untouched. The extra point once again by Lopez was good, and the Cactus Cobras led 21-0. Then with just 28 seconds left to go in the half, Mingus almost escaped and didn't give up points again. This time, quarterback for the Cobras finds a streaking man into the end zone, the near side corner, and just tosses it up. Oh, pardon me. Wait, no, that was the play before.
The rain again.
No rain. We don't have rain because that brings lightning. That was actually the play before where he had run the ball and put the ball right at about the 13-yard line. The next play was this. How about that for those on Channel 2? The steps back in, drops back 3, just a little fake, and then tosses it up toward the corner. Mingus got beat deep, and a great reception out there by the wide receiver. Marshall actually came out of the backfield. Nobody picked him up. Lopez was perfect again, and 28-0 is our halftime score during your Larry Green Chevrolet halftime report on the road for the Cactus Cobras.
Nothing like being out in the rain in Phoenix, JB.
Does it rain in Phoenix?
It's raining right now. All right, fans, remember Thursday at home next week. Be sure to come out for that one. And tomorrow, a nooner at CMS.
Yes.
As the High Desert Youth Football gets kicked off tomorrow. And we've got a big battle of two Cottonwood teams as the Cottonwood Bears and the Cottonwood Cardinals will battle it out on the first game of the season tomorrow at CMS. Noon. 12 o'clock kickoff for that one, JB, and that should be a great battle. Both those teams coming back with veteran squads, and that should be a great way to open up the season.
Well, very true. Also in that same division, the Cottonwood Colts will be at home hosting Page. In fact, they'll play it right after that at 2 o'clock.
There you go. Get out there at noon and stay for the second game.
The Camp Verde Cowboys, they got blue and white teams. The white team is home against Baghdad, and the blue team is home against Baghdad. The white team is home against the Chino Cougars. The Cottonwood Marauders in the little guy category is home against the Chino Cougars, and that one is at 10 a.m.
Oh, there you go. Get there at 10 and watch the next two.
The Cottonwood Lobos, also Mighty Mites, they are away on the road at Wickenburg.
Hey, so 3 games at CMS tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. with the Mighty Mites, and then noon and 2 o'clock for the Minors division. And how about those Panthers?
In fact, 4 games, that's right. 4 p.m. Hey, we don't have to pick up the sticks. 4 p.m. The Cottonwood Panthers kick off their season against the Titans.
I'm going to be interested in seeing that Panthers team. They've got some athletes on that team. That team has not been real good here in the recent past, but this year they've got a chance to make some noise. They've got some good athletes on that team, and hopefully the Panthers are going to be able to come up with quite a few victories this year. And great day of little fella football tomorrow. High Desert Youth Football, Northern Arizona Football League, Youth Football League, and have a chance to come on out and check that out tomorrow. Right now, the raindrops are coming. They're hard and heavy, and we'll be back after this timeout. 7 minutes left here at halftime. The Cobras ahead, 28-0. Just the rain, no lightning. That's good. We'll be back right after this.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find Digitel, your Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, Willow Crossroads, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
The Victory Red Tag Model Year End event. We're clearing out the last of our 2013 bikes. Now's the time to jump on our best deals on the best bikes on the planet. Get up to $2,000 in rebates, 0.99% financing, and a 5-year powertrain warranty. Get one while you still can.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
Hi, I'm John Andretti for Window World, America's largest replacement window company. Made in the USA. That's a powerful statement. It's also our story. Window World was born here and the products we sell and install are made here. Our stores are locally owned, so your money goes to work here in our community. We think that making American homes more energy efficient goes hand in hand with protecting American jobs. Window World, American made, American owned.
Visit the new location at 101 Air Park Road in Cottonwood. Call 649-9111, ROC number 286642.
Your local Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. There are now 3 varieties of Doritos Locos Tacos at Taco Bell. Nacho Cheese, Cool Ranch, and the new Fiery Doritos Locos Taco. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell, located on the corner of Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
2 things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Back at Cactus High School here at the half, and we've got a battle on the field between a couple of mascots, it looks like, JB. One of them, I hope, is the one that chases away the rain. The rain's coming down here at halftime. 28-0 is our score. Cactus ahead. The Marauders will have the ball to start the second half of action, and it'll be a real good plan for the Marauders to get that ball, get down the field, and get some points on the board, just so if nothing else, they can start feeling good about themselves and get a little momentum going.
Well, we see the rain coming down in buckets. In fact, the clouds have opened up. No lightning in the area, so that's a good thing. I wonder if this is going to change the effect of the game.
I hope so.
If this makes running the ball more likely, or is that going to make it too slippery? You made mention this is one of the shortest cut fields we have seen.
A fast field, and I know why now after watching Cactus in the first half. They got some fellas that can run.
Well, in fact, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stats here from the first half in our game.
There we are.
Yeah, there we are. We're under the bag. How about that?
Yeah.
Not the first time I've heard that. Anyways, in the first half, the Cobras put up 276 yards of total offense, 199 yards on the ground, led by James, 11 carries, 93 yards, and 3 touchdowns. How about that? And the quarterback for the Cobras, not bad himself. He has got himself 18 carries, 71 yards, and did a phenomenal job, especially picking up yardage when he needed to. Also had another 77 yards in the air for the Cobras. For the Mingus Marauders, the only success we've been able to taste has been on the ground. In fact, Navarez for the Mingus Marauders leads all rushers with 3 carries and 37 yards on the ground, 30 of that coming in 1 rush in the first drive. Helsel, with his final 8 yards of the first half, now has 5 carries, 16 yards. And Mingus has gotten 67 yards on the ground. Couple of sacks puts us into negative yardage throwing the ball here tonight. So Mingus is just shy of about 200 yards from the line of scrimmage under the Cobras here in the first half.
No, we'd like to be under 200, just shy of 200.
Yeah, we would love to be that. However, it's like 276 to 61.
It's like when you said that Helsel had that run for 5 yards and got up to 60. It just reminded me of that commercial. It's like when you want something, you want more.
More.
Yes. And you want more of something, and that's what we want. We want more of that. We want more yardage. We want to try to get in the end zone.
Right. I'd like to say hello to all our fine listeners and friends at Larry Green Chevrolet, probably listening in to us. And if you are looking for a new car, truck, van, or a used vehicle, a phenomenal
Camaro like we had last week. We don't have one of those this week?
No, we have a whole different Larry Green pick of the week.
Oh, there we go.
In fact,
an Equinox.
Yes, a 2011 Chevy Equinox LS, $19,112, just 44,000 miles.
Just barely broken in.
Oh, yeah. Still smells like leather, I imagine. In fact, Larry Green Chevrolet, they're better, and they'll prove it. Go see Travis and company down there at Larry Green Chevrolet or Larry Green Hyundai and they are right next to each other. Like something like 200 vehicles available, over 200, maybe even 400.
You know, you're going to find as good, if not better, deals right here in your backyard, which it works to our advantage in numerous ways, JB. One, it keeps the guys that work at Larry Green working. That's the main thing that we're looking for. And the second is that it keeps your tax dollars right here local. It keeps them right there in Cottonwood and here in the Verde Valley. Plus, got to figure you save yourself about $100 in gas.
No kidding.
Yeah.
We just coming down to Cactus. I'll spend that.
No doubt. Let's stop into Larry Green Chevrolet. Check out that Equinox. That's a sweet ride. And hopefully they sold that Camaro we had last week, because if they didn't, that's another sweet ride. You want to check that out. Get down there and talk to Travis Reed. He's at home right now trying to figure out some plays, getting ready for a big football game tomorrow.
He's probably at work, finishing a deal, but trying to figure out plays for a big football game.
In the back of his head, he's thinking that we run left on this one.
Yep, sell that one, but I'm running left.
Get that one sold and come up here and write some more X's and O's.
Got it.
Bless them. All right, fans, the teams are coming back out on the field here. The rain has stopped, so that was just our little halftime entertainment for the rain there. And now the field, it may have actually provided some entertainment. That field's going to be a little slick out there. And this is where you really test your managers, JB. They're back in the locker room getting out the mutters. Let's get out the new cleats, take those one out. Let's get out those 3/4 and get them in there. Don't want these guys sliding around. All right, fans, let's take a quick break. I want to remind you, next week it's Thursday at home against the Trojans of Paradise Valley. All right, fans, we'll be back here to Cactus for second half action coming up momentarily. Mingus Marauders will have the ball to start the second half. Let's see what happened in that locker room, what kind of adjustments head coach Bob Young and his Mingus Marauders have made. We'll be back to Cactus High School. Second half coming up after this.
For almost half a century, Verde Valley Guidance Clinic has helped people seeking recovery from mental illness and substance use disorders. Now is the dawn of a new day in healthcare. With the addition of Valley Medical Center and Verde Valley Connections Primary Care, we now offer a balanced approach to healthcare. Our pediatricians, physicians, and nurse practitioners are available to assist children and adults of all ages to get well and stay healthy. New patients are welcome. As the oldest community behavioral health clinic in northern Arizona, the professionals at Verde Valley Guidance Clinic have helped thousands of families and individuals reach their recovery goals. Our 2 primary care offices are located in Cottonwood, with behavioral health facilities in Cottonwood, Camp Verde, and Sedona. Our clinics now accept Access, Medicare, and private insurance. Verde Valley Guidance Clinic. We provide quality health care for both your body and your mind.
Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros give you more miles for your money. Locally owned and grown, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros will beat any competitor. Bring your best deal and they'll beat it on price, total service, tire quality, and arguably the best nationwide warranty. For 24 months or 24,000 miles and available at 30,000 locations coast to coast. Get more miles for your money every day from your hometown team, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros.
This has been the Larry Green Chevrolet Halftime Report. Keep it tuned here for the Mingus Marauder Larry Green Pick of the Week. Snag the snacks and the beverages quick, because half number 2 is getting ready to start. We'll meet you back on the air. Exciting Mingus Marauder football on Verde Valley TV will return right after this.
This is Travis Reed from Larry Green Chevrolet in Hyundai of Cottonwood. People often refer to us as the people place. Let me assure you, whether it's our involvement in the community or with our customers that visit, we make it a priority to keep that reputation. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and our sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet in Hyundai of Cottonwood, 2 dealerships in 1 convenient location just off Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood. From all of us at Larry Green Chevrolet Hyundai of Cottonwood and the Green Auto Group,
we're better and we'll prove it.
Back at Cactus High School, along with Jackie Bessler, I'm Zach Calandra. It's halftime, 28-0. The Cobras with the lead over the mighty Mingus Marauders. Mingus will have the ball to start the second half. The return team of Brennan Kitchen and Dakota Hank standing back around their 5-yard line, awaiting the kick to start second half action.
You got to remind everybody, Kitchen almost broke one,
Yes,
had
he did.
about a 44-yard return on a kickoff just a little bit earlier. Let's see if he can do that again.
Lopez boots it away, and it will be returned by Kitchen. Kitchen to the 5, to the 10. Kitchen makes a stutter step, and he's still on his move. Kitchen at 20, to 25, to 30. Kitchen with one man in front of him, and he's going to be angled to the sideline. Just had a good angle on him and was able to run Kitchen out of bounds out around the 47 or 8-yard line. So familiar starting field position for the Mingus Marauders. They've been out near midfield on over half of their possessions. However, they've only been able to move down near the red zone once, where they missed a field goal on their opening possession of the game.
Well, obviously I called that one. So now let's see if Mingus can get the ball in Rios' hands over the middle somewhere for a 52-yard touchdown pass.
From between the hash marks, Marauders snap it, hand it left to Kitchen. Kitchen out in the open again to the left-hand side. He'll dive forward for an extra 2, and he's got 9. Looking to see who it's Baker is in at center for the Marauders, and Jake Hockman is back out on the field, JB. I'll tell you what, Jake Hockman I don't think was sick. Jake Hockman was worn out from the Cactus Cobras not taking a huddle, and it just run. It caught up to the young man. Looks like he's ready to go here in the second half.
Good. Nice to have him back, and tell you, trying to play football through that really it tells you about character.
There's a difference between game speed and practice speed, JB. There's no doubt about it. Marauders hand off. They've got a first down. It's Hanks trying to get to the sideline, and he'll get to the 40, cut it back to the 35. Hanks still on his feet, and now being gang tackled by a sea of blue. That's the way the sea's supposed to look. And it's a good carry. Well, that guy's got him down at about the 39, but I don't think he's right. And they'll put it at not the 39, about the 34. It looks like they're going to put it at the 36. Well, no, now they are going to put it inside the 35. They may mark it at the 34-yard line. All right, we'll take that extra couple. Clock still stopped here as they move the sticks. Good run that time by the Marauders. Dakota Hanks running vigorously to the right. He's in the backfield all by himself right now. Kitchens at a wing on the right. Looks like Helsel at a wing on the left. Helsel coming from left to right, short side of the field, and is gobbled up at the line of scrimmage. Is able to fall forward for an extra yard or maybe 2. And that's about it for Helsel that time, as the Cactus defense is able to get over there and make the play.
Mingus running with some passion here in the second half.
Yeah, well, I think they may have had a little fire lit under him there at halftime. Don't come out here and be embarrassed. Come out here and play Marauder football. Let's see if we can run this thing. 2nd down and 7. Here's a snap. Going to Hanks up the middle. Hanks breaks the initial contact. Still on his feet. Hanks rolling down the middle of the field. A flag comes flying in. Hanks with a carry to the 20-yard line. About 12 on the carry. Just banging around in between those big bodies. Hanks is boom, boom, boom. Cutting left, cutting right, and rolling to the ground at the 20, where we have a flag, and it looks like it's going to be holding. Oh, no, it's a sideline warning against Cactus. The official running down the sideline must have tripped over something or someone, threw a flag, and it's a warning on the sideline. The next time it will be an infraction. So, first down run by Hanks to the 20-yard line, a gain of 12. And the Marauders are working in the red zone. Navarre sets under center. He's got Hanks behind him. Lyman set down. Here's a snap and a sweep to the left-hand side to Kitchen. Kitchen will lower shoulder at the line of scrimmage where he was going to be hit in the backfield, and he's able to shed off the tackler and dive forward for a positive gain. He's got about 2.
You know, he made that 2 out of nothing.
Nothing for sure.
Because that end was holding his position. He had nothing to the outside.
2nd down and 8 now. 9:53 left to go here in the third quarter of play. The Marauders with the ball, working at the 18-yard line. An I formation. Haven't seen this yet tonight from Mingus. Man on the right, a wing position. They'll hand off to the fullback. It's Hanks. He looked like the defensive player almost took the handoff. Hanks was able to get it and dive forward for about maybe a yard. He may only be back to the line of scrimmage. That ball was almost handed off to the defensive tackle, JB.
Well, not exactly what he was expecting, but great job by Dakota Hanks with that kind of pressure to be able to hold on to the ball.
Fans that are watching on our broadcast here on TV, you can see the rain starting to come down heavy again here at Cactus. 9 minutes left to go here in the third quarter, 28-0. Here's a snap. The Marauders looking to run to the right. It's Kitchen again, and Kitchen is hammered at the line and able to turn his shoulder. Oh, no, that's Broyles, JB. It's 1, not 11. It's Anthony Broyles with his first carry. He got hit, and he was able to square his shoulders to the line and get a yard, but it's 4th down and 6 now for the Marauders, and they'll make a couple substitutions here, bringing Zach Simmons and Anthony Broyles out of the ball game. Jesse Rios returns to the action along with Marshall Schill. Schill will line up at a tight end on the right side. Mingus going to go for it on 4th down and 6, down 28 here on the road. 8.5 minutes left to go third quarter. Navarez, the man in motion. Here's a snap and a handoff going to Kitchen. Can he break a tackle? He does. Kitchen now will run to the middle of the field and be tackled, and he's got a first down, it appears. Hold on, we'll have to wait.
That's going to depend on a spot out there, but
absolutely.
That showed a little bit of gusto going for it there.
And they faked the sweep to the short side of the field to Helsel and then pulled it back and gave it to the man in motion, Kitchen, that was going from right to left. And he's got a first down, apparently, and they dropped the sticks. It's 1st and goal from the 10.
Great job by the Marauders.
Hanks in the backfield. Rain coming down here in Glendale. Awaiting the snap, Navarro sends Kitchen in motion. Hands off to Hanks, up the middle, no run towards the end zone. He's in for a touchdown. Dakota Hanks rumbles into the end zone from 10 yards out. Of the Mingus Marauders are on the board. Clock running. It'll stop here momentarily. 7:46 left to go third quarter, and Mingus on the board for the first time tonight. They take the opening drive of the second half down the field for a big TD after the long return out near midfield by Kitchen, who had a remarkable series that time as well.
Well, Mingus has more yardage on this drive than they did in the first half.
Excellent. Here's the snap. Kick for Jacobo is up and good. The Marauders add the PAT and the score 28-7. And the Marauders will kick off to the Cobras here when we return after this quick timeout.
Service, convenience, price. Taylor Waste is locally owned and voted #1 in residential garbage collection for the past 8 years in a row. And right now, new customers will enjoy 2 months free service with your switch to Taylor Waste. Add an extra container and take part in Taylor Waste's popular clean recycling program as well.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Back at Cactus, the Marauders on the board. How about that? Break up the shutout. 28-7 is the score. Still 7:46 left to go in the third quarter. And Mingus is lined up to maybe go onside kick here. Everybody is wide to the left-hand side. Jacobo is going to kick off from the right hash mark. Everybody else on the left hash mark and over. And they do go onside. Takes a couple of bounces. Didn't go 10 yards. And the ball is loose, and it looks like Cactus has it, I would imagine, because nobody's jumping up and down for Mingus. I'm not sure the ball went 10 yards. It didn't.
It did.
Because it's right now, it's at the 49-yard line. It would have had to have gotten at least to the 50. And if the Marauders touched it before that, it's obviously Cactus's ball, and the Cobras are going to take over at the Marauder 49.
And I think that might be what happened on that. I think a Marauder actually got a hold of that ball or put a hand on that ball before it went the 10 yards. Interesting enough, though, did you notice that Cactus did not pull its players over to defend against that onside kick?
Yeah, I think they probably figure we got good hands guys over there. We don't want to get too many guys in the way.
Could be.
49-yard line of the Marauders is where the Cobras will start their drive from the shotgun position. New quarterback in the ball game, number 5. Looking to take the snap. There it is. And it'll hand off to James. James coming up the middle. Hammered at the line. Broke free. But Kitchen is able to come up and clean him up. It looks like Levi Collins with the initial contact for the Mingus Marauders. Cobra's new quarterback is Everett Whipple, a senior, 5'10", 168 pounds. He started at wide out here tonight.
Yeah, not too often you bring in your wide receiver, right?
Right, to play quarterback. He is a senior, however. What I want to know is what happened to the quarterback. I don't see him out there on the field. Awaiting the snap. Here it is. Whipple to throw to the left side. Oh, drilled in the backfield. Oh, Brennan Kitchen Kitchen with a huge hit for the Marauders and a loss on the play of about 4 yards. Brendan Kitchen just read that all the way and came up and cleaned the clock. Look at that whammo. Cleans the clock on number 80 that time. That's Xavier Villarreal. And now 3rd down and 13 here for the Cobras with their backup quarterback in the game.
He did that while he was being held, actually, as well.
Marauders 4-down lineman. Here's the snap. Rolling to the right. Now flushed out of the pocket. Simmons had him, but he broke free. And now to the left-hand side, trying to break him down is Baker. And still running short of a first down. Driven down out of bounds. 2 Marauders. Looks like may have been Kitchen and Collins and or Rios that got in there to make the stop. And now 4th down and 4. Real close, yeah, 4th down and 4 now for the Cobras from the Marauder 43-yard line. Leading 28-7, Coach Beckenheier, hey, let's go for it. And now they bring a wide receiver out on the left-hand side of the field. Nobody even knows he's there. Watch this play, JB. Looking to go up top. Now there's flags. Number 80 was left open over here on this near side of the field in front of the Cactus line. The Marauders didn't even know he was there. Rios had his back turned to him. Fortunately for Mingus, the Cactus got called for illegal motion and backed him up 5 yards. Now it's 4th down and 9. Rios has him covered this time, but he's got a 15-yard bunt. Now there's nobody covering him again. Here's a snap, and they're going to punt high and deep. And Rios will take it at the 10. Rios to the 15. Looking for a block up the left-hand side behind Schill. Rios across the 30-yard line. Will be tackled at the 33. 1st down and 10, Mingus. And they'll have the ball at their own 33-yard line. Remember, the last time they had the ball, they took it to the field and scored their first touchdown of the game. They can get one here, JB, especially a quick one. They have a ball game before this thing's all said and done.
No kidding.
We knew coming into this one, this game was going to be like eating a steak cooked in a microwave. It's going to be tough. It's not going to look good. It's not going to taste good. But in the end, there's a chance that you'll be satisfied.
And it still could be steak, right?
It might be.
It could be.
1st down and 10. The Marauders with the ball. Awaiting the snap and the handoff. Sweeping right to Helsel. Flags flying. Helsel trying to get to the sideline. Caught from behind and down after a gain of about 5 or 6. But that flag, from where that came from, that's going to be something most likely against the Marauders for an illegal movement. And they're looking over to Coach Beckenheier, and he's pointing backwards.
Well, the illegal movement would be better than a hold at that point, though.
Oh, yeah. Replay it down. 1st down and 15 now as they'll move the ball back inside the 30-yard line. Navarez standing over on the far hash marker, with his hands on his hip, looking to the sideline. Marauders will run a new man out on the field. It looks like it's Zach Simmons, big old number 88 coming out.
Haven't seen him throw at the tight end yet so far this year.
No, and Simmons would be a good one to get the ball to. Schill's been playing that tight end position a little bit here tonight too. Simmons is lining up as a wide out on the right. Tanner Karen coming out. Simmons is lining up in the slot. Karen has a wide out on the right. One back in the backfield and double tailback, and now handoff right at the middle. Tried to spread him out that time is I think what they did, and then they hand off right at the middle to Hanks, and he's back to the line of scrimmage +1. Makes it 2nd down and 14.
Well, Hanks had 13 yards in the first half, and so far has 19 yards in the second half to go along with it, and the only Mingus Marauder touchdown.
The wind is blowing in the face of the Marauders right now as they are heading north on this drive, and that may be the reason why Navarez hasn't been putting the rock up. The Marauders have been running it. Man in motion, it's Tiffany going from right to left. Now Navarez looking to throw up the top. He's got a man. The catch is made at midfield and tackled at, oh wait, no, now they're saying no catch.
Why?
Incomplete, I don't know. The guy from the back came running in saying no catch, and the Marauders, okay, here for our fans at home watching on TV, you'll be able to see it on the replay. Intended receiver, I believe, is Rios down there. It's hard, oh no, it's Helsel. And we'll see the ball come in, and Helsel.
Oh, it was thrown a little bit short here. We got blocked by, looks like.
Oh, yeah, right here it comes out. You can see it come out right there.
Our view got a little bit blocked by the tight end, but good play. It was just actually underthrown just a tad.
3rd down and 14 now. Trips on the right. Twins on the left. Man in motion now, and they'll pitch to him. It's Helsel coming out of the backfield, looking to throw. Downfield for Karen, and it's intercepted, underthrown. Oh, no, it's not intercepted. Tanner Karen turns into a DB that time and strips the ball away. Good play by Karen to save possession, at least, for the Marauders. However, they would have had it down around the 40. Let's see how well Mingus can punt this ball into the wind. Well, Karen, that's what we were looking for earlier, JB, sucking him in with a run and then having Helsel throw it down the field. However, that may be a better play to run going the other way with the wind at your back instead of trying to float it up into that stiff breeze.
Well, they were just trying to catch him off guard, but
for sure.
The Cobras did a good job covering that.
And it's going to cost the Marauders about 10 or 15 yards on the punt from where the ball would have been placed if he had intercepted. They're going to mark it right at midfield. So about 10 yards is what that cost the Marauders. However, I mean, Tanner Karen, do what you're supposed to do.
Right.
You're running out for a pass, and you look up, and that ball's way short, and that defensive back's going to catch it. Man, you make sure he doesn't catch it, and that's what Karen did.
Well, Marshall Schill out there, who is punting for the Mingus Marauders, is not working on a quick kick. He's working on a quicker kick.
Man, you better get away in a hurry because he's had somebody right around his toes every time he boots that thing away. First down and 10 now. Cobras, new quarterback set under center. Here's a snap and a handoff going up the middle to James, and he'll have a couple. Hey, we can say a couple yards in a cloud of dust again, JB, except for it rained and it's more like mud, but it's better than saying pellets.
That's true. It's got the natural effect down here at Cactus Cobra Land.
Yeah, natural. So we have an injured Cobra on the sideline, JB, number 74, one of their linemen, sitting over here on the bench having his left leg looked at. Here's a snap and a handoff. No, quarterback keeper up the middle, now to the right, and he's out in the open. To the 40, to 35, to the 30. And one man to beat, and he gets by him. No, he's down. No, he's still on his feet. And now he's finally down. Around the 18-yard line. It was, looks like Felix Vera that saved the touchdown for the Marauders. He was able to get to that sideline and bring down the quarterback, number 5, the backup quarterback, after a long gain and a first down run to the Marauder 18.
Well, Whipple picks up 29 on the scamper.
Oh, Whipple did it. 4:25 left to go here in this third quarter. First down and 10. Now Cobras, man in motion. They're going to pitch to him coming out of the backfield. We got flags.
Too many motions.
Yeah, too many guys running in motion. Yeah, that'll back them up 5.
Interesting. First 2 games of the year. You know, we really have not seen a overabundance of penalties, either in the Snowflake game or this one.
And that's good. I'd rather it be like that. Let them play. Remember Bad News Bears?
Yes.
Let them play. They were down the Astrodome. Let them play. Now there's no such thing as an Astrodome. Let them play. And I think if Major League Baseball had their way, there'd be no such thing as the Astros. First down and 15. Handoff. There'd definitely be no such thing as an A-Rod. And a handoff going up the middle to around the 10-yard line. You know, I was reading an article about that the other day, JB. Of course, you and everybody else in the world knows about the saga between A-Rod and Major League Baseball, and the Yankees are on the move. How much would Bud Selig hate to hand the World Series MVP trophy over to A-Rod after he's been suspended for 211 games? Handoff coming up the middle. It's James again fighting inside the 5. On first down, he's got about 7 or 8. Down to about the 3-yard line, it looks like, and it's going to be second down and goal from the 3. Still in the third quarter, 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Marauders are on the board for the first time here, trailing 28-7 and hoping not to give up any more here on second and goal. Handoff up the middle, and it's James to the goal line. He may have fumbled, and no, he's in the end zone. Touchdown.
Apparently in high school football, you can put the ball on the ground before you get into the end zone.
Yeah, we might have to see a replay on that one. There it is.
Of course, I didn't see it. I was watching the man up the middle. And, he did reach across.
Yeah, for sure. He fumbled, but not before the ball was across the goal line. That's not a fumble. Ground cannot cause it. And here comes Lopez.
And somebody else does a rushing touchdown. How about that?
Oh, yeah, that wasn't James, huh?
Oh,
the extra point is blocked by Kitchen. How about that? Brendan Kitchen's been doing a lot on special teams. And, JB, if that young man so far this season doesn't get some recognitions for special teams player, all-state special teams guy, then they're overlooking something because this kid's special out here. All right, fans, that's The end of the drive, 34-7 is the score. 3:40 left to go in the third quarter. We'll be back with a Marauder kick return after this.
Service, convenience, price. Taylor Waste is locally owned and voted #1 in residential garbage collection for the past 8 years in a row. And right now, new customers will enjoy 2 months free service with your switch to Taylor Waste. Add an extra container and take part in Taylor Waste's popular clean recycling program as well.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Back at Cactus High School, the ensuing kickoff is kicked through the end zone, and the Marauders will have it on a touchback. First down and 10. Mingus at their 20-yard line. And JB, the Marauder pride, flying stiff on the other side of the field. And I'd imagine Cactus probably doesn't see too many teams that come in here and put up their own flags on the opponent's side of the field.
Well, you know, when your mascot is a pirate-type figure, you're not afraid of taking over other territories.
A land pirate.
Yes, a land pirate.
Of course, you know, I mean, you live in Mingus up there by Payson somewhere where the farmers live. That's what you would have is land pirates.
Oh, we have to be land pirates. There isn't enough water around us.
Yeah, enough? You mean any? First down play. The Marauders are going to run. And is that Karen in at quarterback? I believe Tanner Karen is in at quarterback for the Mingus Marauders. And he is. Karen with a quarterback keeper, and he's got 7 yards. Second down and 3 here for Mingus. And we had a helmet come popping off of one of the blue guys, a little blue meanies out there. And he'll have to come out of the game for one play. Remember the blue meanies?
No, I don't.
Oh, the Beatles, Yellow Submarine.
Oh, okay. Got it.
See, you're not old enough for that, JB.
So
before your time, the Beatles? Come on.
Yeah, but I still play that format.
Uh-oh. Here's trouble for, Tanner Karen stays on it. How did he stay on his feet, JB? How did he do it?
Because he actually leaned himself back on Thaggart, who ran into him, and pulled himself back up.
Got 2 more yards, third down and 1. Tanner Karen with an athletic play. Oh, he got stepped on there in the backfield. Our fans at home watching on the replay can see, runs off of Thaggart, stays down, put his hand down to stay up. I mean, that could have been a loss, about 4 or 5 yards. Been third down and long.
Well, you know, talking to Coach Young, they said that he is just too big of an athlete to not have him on the field somewhere.
He may have taken over this quarterback position for the Marauders as well. Here's a snap, and it's going to be Karen again, and a first down. Well, Tanner Karen comes in to play quarterback for the Marauders. 3 plays, 3 runs by Karen, and a first down. We'll take that. Papa Day smiling somewhere. Mama Dre smiling too.
Well, you know, especially when you've got such a windy condition. I mean, I'm not sure we're going to see the ball up in the air again.
Oh, I don't know. I think Karen's got the best arm of the Marauder quarterbacks. I would like to see him put it up. Especially being down by 28 points. You got to score in a hurry. Here's a snap. Karen rolling right, looking to throw. He's got a block, looking downfield. He gets rid of it, and it's in and out of the hands of Simmons. That time would have been near a first down. Simmons went up high, tried to pull down that board. Well, it was just a little bit too high, and he was unable to pull it in.
Well, Simmons has got some height to him.
Yeah, 6'4".
You got to throw the ball real high to get it over him.
Well, he was making sure that the only guy that could catch that was Simmons. He didn't want to throw that under a little bit and watch the guy running the other way.
No, because he was throwing it into coverage, which is wise.
Sure. 2 receivers split to the right, 1 back in the backfield. It's Hanks. Double wing back formation here. Second down and 10, and the handoff coming to the right-hand side. Helsel will break 1 tackle. Now he's hitting the backfield again and driven backwards all the way now to about the 30-yard line. And his forward progress is going to be to 31 and a loss of 1. Third down and 11 here for the Marauders. And now Helsel loses the lid, and he'll have to run off the field for 1 play. The Marauders bring Brennan Kitchen back into the ball game. Third down and 11 for the Marauders with Tanner Karen in at quarterback. This, obviously, is the time you want to put this thing in the air, which means that the Marauders will probably run.
Well, for our radio listeners, Helsel is not a big guy. He's not like a 190-pound runner here. He took 3 shots and kept those legs going.
Yeah, he's more like a 4-4 runner. And here's Karen trying to inside handoff to Kitchen, who breaks a tackle, still on his feet, now being hit and knocked backwards. But a gain on the play of 3, 6, about 7 yards brings up 4th down and about 4 here, maybe a long 4 for the Marauders from their own 38-yard line. And 4 down territory, down 28, minute and a half left third quarter. Why not?
Oh, absolutely. Kitchen also not a big player out there. But I'll tell you, about half his weight is hard.
Timeout on the field. If you remember a story from last year, JB, a coach in California, high school coach, hasn't punted in 10 years, doesn't believe in it. Doesn't matter what position of the field you're on. He says your chances are better to go for it on 4th. 1:26 left to go here in the third quarter. Let's take a break with the Marauders, who take a timeout to talk over the big 4th down play. We'll be back to Cactus after this.
Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros give you more miles for your money. Locally owned and grown, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros will beat any competitor. Bring your best deal and they'll beat it on price, total service, tire quality, and arguably the best nationwide warranty. For 24 months or 24,000 miles and available at 30,000 locations coast to coast. Get more miles for your money every day from your hometown team, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros.
Back at Cactus High School, home of the 2005 and 2009 state champions, JB. This is a school that is deep in tradition, rich in tradition are these Cactus Cobras. Their head coach, Larry Feckenheimer, is here in his 30th season. 4th down and 4 for the Marauders as they come out of their timeout looking to go for it. Tanner Karen in at quarterback. Takes the snap, drops, looks to throw, flags come flying. Oh, it might be offsides. Mingus might get a free 1st down here.
That would be awesome. By the way, Andre May, it looks like, came into play center.
We do have an offsides on.
Yeah.
Oh, this kid's lined up.
Quarterback.
The corner on the right side was lined
James.
up offside.
That's James.
Is it 28? It's 26.
Oh, 26.
26, yeah.
Oh, I need new glasses again.
Well, they're hard to tell. I was trying to do that earlier. I couldn't tell if it was 26 or 28.
I do think it's the glasses.
I'm looking out for you there, JB.
Yeah, the older you get, the closer the numbers get. You know.
First down, however. First down on a penalty. That will help. And out near midfield. Here's the snap. Karen dropping back, looking to throw. Up top to the left-hand side. He's got a man, and it's caught. No, and dropped. Oh. Out around the 30-yard line. Had a man, had it in his hands, had it in his belly and all that good stuff, but apparently ball's a little slippery. There's no doubt about that. And Kitchen was the intended receiver and unable to come up with it.
Lost
it a little underthrown.
Yeah, had to come back for it. The quarterback out there had absolutely no idea where the ball was, and that's typically when you see the yellow litter on the field.
Or the touchdown on that back shoulder throw.
Yeah.
That guy catches it. That guy's spinning around to see where he is, and he's already running down the field. 2nd down and 10 now for the Marauders. Working from the right hash mark. Here's a snap. Handoff going to the right side to Hanks, and Hanks is going to churn the legs and get what he can. And they'll stop the pile out around the 45-yard line. So it's a gain of 2 and 3rd down and 8 now for the Marauders as Thagard leaves the field. He'll be replaced by Story.
We haven't seen Thagard run the ball. We saw Thagard run the ball in the scrimmage against Agua Fria, and he looked very impressive.
Very. As did everybody.
Yeah.
We came out of that game thinking, woo, man, we got something rolling here this year. 3rd down and 8 now for the Marauders from their own 45-yard line. Here's the snap. Karen rolling. Karen hitting the backfield. And he's down for a big sack to the 38-yard line. No chance. Took the snap, rolled left, and got hammered.
Well, the blitz was on, no doubt about it. Number 42 coming around the corner, unblocked. And Karen had his back to him. Never saw him coming, Zach.
Well, Mingus is going to go for it again here. Oh, maybe they're not. No, they're not. They take Karen out of the game, and he's replaced by Schill. Now, remember, Schill is a quarterback in of his own right. Mingus is down. Well, they may not even get this kick off here. 5 seconds, they're not going to. Schill's not even going to call it, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Yeah, right. May as well. That's heads up. 34-7 is the score. The Marauders ready to punt this thing away here as we start the 4th quarter. Cactus comfortably ahead, 34-7 as we head into the 4:48. Let's take a break. We'll be back to Cactus High School for the fourth quarter coming up after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Here in the Verde Valley, it's always a great time to ride. And for all your cycle needs, it's always a great time to visit D&K Service Cycle and ATV. Their certified technicians can keep your street bike or your dirt bike in tip-top shape year-round. Stop in and check out the full inventory of riding gear. At D&K, they can help sell your good used motorcycles too. Go to dkservicecycle.com and find out about the consignment program. D&K Service Cycle and ATV in Cottonwood, a quarter-mile south of Walmart.
Marauders looking to punt it away. That's surprising. Schill gets off a good punt. It's taken at the 23-yard line to the right side. Makes one man miss. Makes another man miss. Still on the horse and rolling down the right sideline. And out to the races he goes. One man to beat, and he makes a move to the inside and to the end zone. Touchdown, Cobras.
Well, that wasn't on my agenda.
No, me either. From about the 23-yard line, I think he caught that one, somewhere in that range. So we've got Marauders sprawled out and hurt all over the field. Isaiah Baker, I believe, is the man laying flat on, oh, there's flags all over the field as well. And I believe it's Baker that is laying flat on his back out at the 45-yard line. Another Marauder, it was Hockman that was laid out, sprawled out on his back down about where the man made the cut to the middle. And they're taking a look at one of the Marauders right there. Jesse Rios is walking off the field with his helmet. And this one might not be good news for Mingus. 11:42 left to go in the game. 34-7 is the score. Flags on the field are obviously bringing this one back. Let's take a break. We'll be back after the Marauder injury timeout.
This is Travis Reed from Larry Green Chevrolet in Hyundai of Cottonwood. People often refer to us as the people place. Let me assure you, whether it's our involvement in the community or with our customers that visit, we make it a priority to keep that reputation. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and our sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet in Hyundai of Cottonwood, 2 dealerships in 1 convenient location just off Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood. From all of us at Larry Green Chevrolet Hyundai of Cottonwood and the Green Auto Group,
we're better and we'll prove it.
Back at Cactus High School, I believe it's Isaiah Baker out there on the field, JB, if they're taking a look at. We can't see him because he's swarmed by coaches. Now, this is a player that played for Mingus previously. Last year went to Michigan and blew out an ACL and didn't play all season. I'm not sure that this was a contact play. I think he was trying to break down on the return man. I think his knee may have just buckled on him. I'm not sure there was any contact on this play, which we hate to say is ordinarily when you suffer the most damage.
However, that's exactly where the flags are. Let's see if we can catch anything on the replay here. Schill, by the way, got off a pretty decent punt. Got that ball up in the air almost 50 yards. And a great return out here. That is the 30-yard line. It happens right at about the 50. Oh, did he get stepped on? Hard to say if he got stepped on right there or not. No. The play was right there at the 45-yard line, and I'm not sure if he ran into contact or not. Let's see if we get a different angle with it. And that is just hard to see.
Oh, he's getting up. Oh, it's Helsel.
It's Helsel.
Well, Mrs. and Mr. Baker, we're sorry.
Indeed, and obviously there is a slight difference between 6 and 55, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, that's good news for Baker and his family, and great news for the Marauders that Helsel, the injured player, is getting up and walking off the field under his own power. So obviously that's not a bad injury for Mingus. However, this penalty was pretty bad for Cactus, as they just had a touchdown called back all the way back to their own 12.
So that means that it was pretty much a block in the back right at about the 30-yard line, maybe the 27-yard line.
Which is not far from where he caught it. He caught it about the 23.
Yeah, so that would have been one of the first men making contact, causing the infraction.
Here's the snap and a handoff coming up the middle in a big hole, and still on his feet and still on rolling. And out to the sideline he goes, and trouble for the Marauders. It's a foot race. Hanks catches him from behind, grabs on and waits for some help. Marauders trying to gang tie. He's still not down, and finally, after about 7 more yards and about 600 pounds of offensive linemen pushing him, the tackle is made. Wow, what a run. Old number 27 again. Getting it done. That is Austin Marshall. Not real big, 5'9", 157, but man, does he chum off big chunks of yardage at a time.
48 yards on that one, and the little train that wouldn't give up right there. Great job by Hanks. Coming back, just would not give up. Got a hold of him and would not let go. You're right, just waiting for help.
First play from scrimmage, they go with James up the middle. He's got a couple. Not much after that. He's got about 3, it looks like. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 now. 11 minutes left to go here in regulation time. We'd like to have more than regulation time tonight, being down 34-7. Awaiting the snap. Here it is. And a handoff, delay handoff going out to James, the left-hand side. James lowers his head. He's going to be short of a first down, but not by much. He'll stay inbounds just shy of the 20-yard line. Looks like they'll mark him down maybe around the 22. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 here for the Cobras.
Well, back-to-back runs again by James. And, boy, these Cactus Cobras are well-conditioned with their hurry-up offense and everything. They haven't huddled all night.
10:25 left to go. Cobras continuing to move the ball down the field here. And awaiting the snap. There it is. And a handoff coming up the middle to big old number 40. And I think he's got a first down. He's real close if he doesn't. Yep, he does. They're moving the sticks down the field. Down around the 20-yard line. It looks like he may be just shy near the 21. And it looks like they're going to mark him right on the 20.
That's Zach Bowles.
Zach Bowles.
First time running the fullback in the game.
10:08 left. Here's a snap, and they give it up to the big fella again. He smashed the line, but he does some of the smashing himself as he carries a defender for a couple extra yards. And a gain of 4 on the play brings up 2nd down and 6. That's a big kid down there, JB. Old Bowles goes about 240.
Yeah, but Broyles and Baker go more than that, going the other way. Baker in on the tackle with Broyles.
2nd down and 7, it looks like, officially. And here's a snap. And looking to throw over the middle, wide open, but the pass is incomplete. Too far out in front that time. Trying to get it to number 1. That's the starting wide out. Williams Uriah, 6 foot, 177-pound junior, and the pass is just a little too far out in front. Wasn't able to get to it.
Karen was on the coverage out there, actually playing center field, if you will, as the safety had a better shot at that ball than the receiver.
Whipple sets under center. He's got one back behind him. It's the big fellow Bowles. A wing on the right, a wide out on the right. A slot receiver and a receiver on the left. Looking to throw. Whipple, the southpaw, to the end zone. It's tipped at about the 2 and falls incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 4th down now for the Cobras. 4th down and 7 from the Marauder 18-yard line. 17 maybe.
Good job by the Marauders cornerback staying in on coverage. And, in fact, Karen.
They go for the field goal.
Oh, are they really?
35-yard attempt into the wind, which is not as stiff as it has been here tonight. As a matter of fact, you look at the flags on top of the goalpost, he's not kicking into the wind. Here's the kick. It's up. It's plenty long, and it's no good. Well, we've seen both teams attempt a field goal, and both of them had plenty of distance, just not the right accuracy. So the Marauders get the ball back. 9:26 left to go in the 4th quarter. It's 34-7 Cactus. The Mingus offense coming back out.
Well, most importantly, Mingus keeps them out of the end zone and off the scoreboard once again. And
hey, we're winning the second half, 7-6.
We are. That's right. And 28 unanswered points, Zach, and we win this game.
Heck yeah, we don't even need to go for a 2-point conversion like last week.
Shh. Who needs 2-point conversions?
Although we could score 3 touchdowns and 2 field goals.
That's true.
Yeah.
And Peyton Manning scored 7 touchdowns last night.
Yeah. He
Can't
should be
be
done
done
for the year.
Yeah.
Handoff is not going to Hanks. Looks like the quarterback faked it to Hanks. Hanks paid the price for that fake. And, it's Navarez back in at quarterback with a carry, and he's got about 5 yards. So they switch Karen and Tanner Karen. That's a hard name to say, and I don't know why. I've known the kid since he's been alive. And they switched him out with Navarez. Karen played the last series, and now Navarez back in.
Well, we're going to do quarterback by
committee.
committee.
And a fumble, and he picks it up. Oh, man, Navarez picked it up and stuck his nose across the line of scrimmage, and now he's checking to make sure his face mask is still attached.
That's called an Insta-Ink.
Insta-Ink?
Insta-Ink.
Oh,
Yep.
Insta-Ink. Yeah. Yeah. That's an Advil moment. Yeah, he comes across the line, sticks his nose across, and whammo.
That's where you hope you already had taken the
snap
Advil.
back.
Oof, that's scary. That's what you don't like to see.
No, I never like to see that, especially if I'm behind the face mask. Here's a snap and a handoff, looking to roll to the right-hand side, trying to get to Story. Story caught in the backfield, tried to break away. A much bigger guy had a hold of him and was unable to do so. Story's not real big. He's another one of these Marauders that doesn't have a lot of size, but he's fast. That time he just wasn't able to get away from, I think it was a big old number 15, Justin Whittick. Whittick, 6'2", 183 pounds.
Yeah, and that's small for the Cobras. But even on the field before the game, all the Cobras, maybe it's just the blue uniforms. They looked like they were all a foot taller than our Marauders.
Mingus set the punt here, down by 27 with 7.5 minutes left to go, and they do punt. Oh, it's Navarez in the punt. Man, he gets off a bomb. And with the roll, it's going to go all the way inside the 25 where it's picked up by the Cobras. Uh-oh, in trouble again. Can somebody make a tackle? No. Somebody please get this young man. And finally, a couple more hits on him before he goes down. And not till he gets to midfield. And I'll tell you what, this Austin Marshall, he's only a junior as well. This team is loaded with supreme underclassmen talent. Out to midfield with the return. After the ball was kicked over his head, he had to go run it down. Ball went 10 yards over him. He had to go run it down. Picked it up at about the 24 or so and ran it all the way back out to midfield, making Marauders miss left and right.
Well, great job out there. Number 62 actually took out one of the lead blockers.
And got in on the hit.
Yep, but that's very unselfish out there by Novak. You know what? I just got to take out one of these guys so somebody can get close to him.
Right, and it ended up being him.
Yeah.
Made the initial hit. Here's the handoff. No, fumbled off it. He's able to pick it. Ooh, that looked like the one Navarez had. He picked it up and stuck his nose across the goal line, and Levi Collins was there to try to rip it off for him.
Not only that, number 73 getting in on the tackle, and that's Galen Leo.
280.
There we go. Ming is trying to fight size with size.
The Lion in the game against the Cobras. Here's a snap and a handoff is hit at the line of scrimmage. Not much doing there for old number 32. That's one of those bomb squad players. When we're bombing somebody, you get to play. And that time, Chad Jennings, a sophomore, 5'10", 181. Not bad size, a young fella, a sophomore. Got the carry and didn't get much yardage, about one. One man in the backfield, quarterback looking to the sideline at Coach Feckenheimer. Gets the play, 3rd down and 9. They're looking to take a little time off this play clock, down to 10 seconds. Looking to throw again to the left side, and it's in and out of the hands of Felix Vera, who nearly came away with an INT for Mingus. Pressure on the play that time, provided by Zach Simmons. Simmons has been looking pretty good here tonight, JV. We've been calling his name quite a bit. Defensively, he's able to get around a player which, looking at the mound on the field, is considerably bigger than him, old number 75.
Well, Vera almost picked up our Larry Green pick of the week.
Oh, and here's a punt. Yeah, we still need one of those.
Yeah, we do.
And a high punt, Coffin cornered, and
almost.
Just barely got into the end zone. What a play that time. It's number 27 again, JB. I want 9 of those kids. And a real big guy. It's like about 6'6", and about 400 pounds to stand in front of him.
You know the lightning show we had before the game that kind of delayed our start of the broadcast? That was just him doing sprints.
Yeah. Talk about Usain Bolt.
Yes.
We have an update for you from our section. Bradshaw Mountain picks up another dub, JB.
Yeah, they do over Lake Havasu, 33-14. They beat Apollo last week, 32-24, I believe. In fact, our schedule went 7-3 last week.
Yes, very good. Here's the snap, and the Marauders looking to throw off to the flat on the right side. The catch is made by Mingus. It is Jesse Rios with the grab. Couple of yards, not much. Whoa, a huge bolt of lightning off in the distance.
Is he running again?
Yeah, no, where is 27 right now? See a bolt of lightning, you want to see where that kid's at. A gain of 3. Second down and 7 now. They say 2nd and 6 on the scoreboard. 5:39 and counting here as the Marauders are trying to get on the board again, trailing 34-7. And Navarez takes a snap from the gun, throws across the middle. He's got it to Rios again. Rios is ripped to the ground by 3 defenders, and he will have a first down out to the 35-yard line. A first down reception that time by Jesse Rios.
Well, back-to-back receptions for us, and he actually leads all receivers with 2 and 15 yards. Well, for the Marauders.
Marauders break the huddle and head to the line of scrimmage. Fans, remember, this Thursday, we will be at home for Mingus Marauder football Thursday. A Thursday night affair at Mingus. And it's Navarez set under center. Here's a snap. And they're going to sweep near side of the field to Kitchen. Kitchen looks at 3 defenders, races to the sideline, and gets by all 3 before being caught from behind and dragged out of bounds. Going to be enough for a first down, a gain of about 12, maybe 13. They're going to give him an extra one. 13 yards on the play, out to the 48-yard line. First down and 10, Mingus, and the clock stopped as he ran out of bounds.
Oh, my gosh. He brings it full bore every single play. Every single play. And, man, gets around that corner. Just slipstreams him, does he not?
Yeah, it's like he almost like turns his hips to make himself as small as possible for the defender to hit. And he's able to slide through a lot of defenders that time and pick up extra yardage.
Defensively, uses the same trick, really.
And they're going to try sweep right side. Oh, Story got drilled in the backfield by 2 linemen. He's not liking that.
No, that would be the final chapter.
Yeah, that story's been told. 4:40 left to go in the ball game. Second down and 12. Marauders with the ball at their own 45. Yeah, the Paradise Valley Trojans, JB. Seen that team quite a bit here in the last few years.
Well, yeah, in our careers, 22 years with Mingus Sports, we have definitely had some phenomenal battles with the Trojans.
No doubt about it, in numerous different sports. Here's the snap. Navarez with time to throw, goes up top down the right-hand side. Looking for Karen. It's tipped in the air and knocked incomplete.
Great throw, great effort. Unfortunately, great coverage.
Great, yeah, that's nothing. That was just defense is all that was.
Yep, that was perfectly done on all sides of the ball. That's the kind of film you take and you put on websites, and every coach looks at that and says, see, that's what you do.
So it's good play.
Good play.
Now, I noticed that they've got Galen Leo in on the offensive line as well, JB. This offensive line has been shifted around here a little bit tonight for the Mingus Marauders.
Well, I'm not exactly sure, but on that play, Navarez had plenty of time to throw the ball.
Oh, here's a run to the left-hand side. It's Collins on the rake. Collins up 30 to the 25 to the 20. Collins down the sideline to the end zone. Touchdown! Levi Collins takes the rock to the house from 53 yards out, and the Marauders are back on the board. Levi Collins with the biggest run of the year and a TD to boot. The Marauders get on the board with 3:58 left to go in the game. 34-13, Cactus with the lead.
Excellent run. He just found himself going off tackle. It was kind of a misdirection.
How fast was he?
Holy cow.
He outran Cobras down the field.
No kidding. He had a great head start, though. Great blocking scheme for the Marauders.
Jacobo extra point attempt is up and good. The Marauders add on the PAT, and with 3:58 left to go, 34-14. So you say we've got a chance. We'll be back with a kickoff after this.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find Digitel, your Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, Willow Crossroads, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Back at Cactus High School, Marauders have a slight breath of air here as they look to go onside kick here. Everybody on the left hash mark. Jacobo kicking from the right hash mark. And here's the kick. Good bounce. And, it goes 10 yards. The Marauders have it. Oh, I believe the umpire's going to say it didn't go 10 yards. I think he's going to say the Marauders touched it at the 49 instead of the 50. And the Marauders that close to taking, within a yard of taking possession of the onside kick. Instead, Cactus has it. First down and 10 at the Marauder 49.
Yep, illegal touching, which I think is the most interesting call in football.
It's my favorite.
and I'm not sure that we actually, the Marauders actually touched the ball. I think we just kind of tried to help kick it across the 10-yard mark.
Man, I'll tell you what, Jacobo's going to get one of those. He's looked pretty good on both onside kick attempts.
Well, part of his problem is the Marauders are too fast.
Right, they get to it real quick.
They're outracing the ball.
That's the thing where you got to have the first couple guys not try to get the ball, but try to hit the guy receiving it, and the guys following behind him jump on it.
Right. Block, ball. Right.
Sounds like basketball season. And handoff. Crushed in the backfield and now brought down with another devastating blow. Kitchen came in to clean it up. Collins hit him to begin with. Collins gets up a little gimpy, but he's all right. He's feeling good. He just ran for a touchdown for 53 yards.
And then you hit somebody.
Yeah, then you got to hit somebody. Even better. Give me old number 32 again. Clock running. That's what Cactus is worried about. They could care less if they score. They want to keep that clock rolling. They like a first down, I think. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw to the right side. He's got a man. He's got a block. There's a flag and a first down. No, he'd be short of a first down if the flag does not back him up. They're going to have him at the 40-yard line, but it looks like everybody's walking backwards.
Back judge threw that one, and he threw it a long, long ways. And the flag's actually away from the play.
We've got pass interference on the offense.
Yeah, that's probably one of those crossing patterns where you end up blocking one of the potential defensive backs.
Mm-hmm.
Accidentally.
5.
Yeah. Accidentally block them, right? And they probably catch that about, 1 out of 6 times?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's only illegal if they catch you.
Right. Ooh, wait, no, that's not 5 yards. That's a good 10 yards from this, but no,
it's 15. Yeah. Huh.
Maybe, holy cow.
Pass interference. Offensive. And quarterback's keeping himself and tripped up. Levi Collins again makes the contact, and the quarterback goes down after tripping over Tugboat. Out to the 39, where it's now third down and about 24.
I'm not sure we need to stay with Tugboat there after watching that touchdown run.
No, Speed Racer. Third down and 22 officially on the board. Clock running. That's all the Cobras are worried about. Mingus looking for a takeaway here. Here's a snap. Flags come flying, whistles come blowing.
And it stops the clock.
And we've got illegal motion. Now to back them up 5, stops the clock. Third down and 27 now. And Marauders looking for the takeaway. Pick 6 right here, looked pretty good.
Absolutely.
Jacobo, third time's a charm.
Well, we got to score quick if we're going to get ourselves back into this one in the final 2:42.
Hey, we're just changing the motto there, JV. We want it late and often, late and often. Third down and 27. The best defensive field position for the Marauders all night. 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and a bunch of DBs right now for Mingus.
And they run out of this.
Here's a snap. Quarterback rolls left, looking to throw, throws over the middle, has a man. Catch made, hit immediately, and down. For a gain of about 8 or 9. It's going to be 4th down and forever. Catch is made by 81. He's had quite a few of them tonight. Clock running. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in this game, 34-14. The Cactus Cobras with the lead and the ball, 4th down, and they're going to call it 19 on the board there, JB. They're going to go for it. Why not? No, they're not. They got James back there. He's going to punt it away.
Or run.
Or run. We saw him do that earlier.
Yeah. Picked up a big 4th down conversion when they were still trying to keep the ball rolling.
This is a long way to convert it, though, 19 yards. Of course, he got about 40 in the one he did.
Yeah. Please don't remind me.
Yeah. Awaiting the snap. Oh, Cobras move, no call, and he will boot it away. Oh, and the wind carries it out towards the middle of the field. The Marauders, I think, are just going to try to get away from a good idea, and they do.
Poison.
The ball is down. Yeah, right. The ball is down around the 19-yard line, so the Marauders have 86 seconds to come up with 20 points. They need Reggie Miller.
No, that's page 54 of the playbook. Do we go 54 pages deep?
We do now.
Okay.
We do now. Well, let me see. Page 53, halfback option. Not running that one.
Maybe we're as deep in as the exhibits. I'm not sure, but
here we go. Navarez in at quarterback. Here's a snap, and Navarez rolling, throwing, and way over Thagard, who is absolutely drilled, leveled, and hurt on the field for an unnecessary hit. He is rolling around in pain, and it looks like he's, well, thought he's going to get up. Now he does get up. Flag on the field. I helped him feel a little better. He's heading back to the huddle.
Oh, yeah.
The boys is over there telling, no, man, he can't go back to the huddle. Nice try. I appreciate your enthusiasm wanting to get back in there. Respect that. You got to come out for a play.
That was cheap.
Yeah, that wasn't a we're up 34-14 type of play.
No.
Ball thrown way over his head.
Yeah. Yeah, there was absolutely no way he was going to get that, and he was coming from an angle he could have seen that. He had a better shot at the interception than anything else.
No doubt. Good call by the ref. Gave the Marauders 15 yards. I believe Thagard's going to be fine. And Navarre's looking to throw, and now Navarre is looking to not be sacked, and that isn't going to help. Initial contact, they're going to say up around the 25-yard line, where it's going to be a loss of about 9. And 65 seconds left to go here. Mingus hurrying back to the line of scrimmage, trying to get off another play or two. It's 2nd down and 19 now for the Marauders. Here's the snap. Navarre's looking to throw. Navarre's flushed out of the pocket. Now he does throw, and way out in front of the intended receiver, Story, and brings up 3rd down. 50 seconds left to go, fans. Thursday night, back at Bright Field, the Cave at Mingus Union High School. The Paradise Valley Trojans come to town. Be sure to be there for the ball game. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. You can catch all the pregame on your way to the game here on KYBC AM 1600 at around 6:30.
Hey, we just want to put everything in perspective out here. And, Zach, I'm pretty sure that you would agree with me. This is the Cactus Cobras, I think, are showing themselves to be a Final Four team in Division III.
They always are. They always are. This is a very good football team year after year. Marauders with a throw out of the backfield. The catch is made. It's going to be short of a 1st down.
But he gets out of bounds.
He gets out of bounds and picks up quite a big chunk there. It's going to be 4th down and reasonable now. He's out to the 39-yard line, so it's going to be 4th down and 5.
But he's not getting up.
Oh, no. Why isn't he getting up? It's Dakota Hanks.
Uh-oh. Dakota Hanks out of the backfield. That's actually his first reception of the year.
He's got his helmet off, and now he's getting up. That's good news for Mingus.
No, that's Rios.
Oh, that's Rios. It's 28. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 28, 23. They kind of look the same. Jesse Rios had the reception, and he's running off the field under his own power. So that's good news. Much to the enjoyment there of Michael Boyce. He didn't have to run all the way across the field. Only got halfway out there, and Rios got up and ran back across. So, hey, I didn't have to save a little wear and tear on the legs here.
Yeah, but, that's the second Mingus Marauder in the last 3 plays here.
I think they're getting dinged up a little bit, and they're a little tired. Here's a snap and a handoff right up the middle, and there's room to run. And breaking a tackle or two, a 1st down will stop the clock with 38 seconds across midfield. Are the Marauders on the run that time? That was Hanks. Hanks lowered the head, got some room to roll in. Picked up a big 1st down for Mingus, who's immediately back at the line of scrimmage as the clock starts rolling. Looking to throw, Navarez looking left. Navarez going deep down the left-hand side, and the throw is out of bounds, intended for Tiffany. Clock stops, 30 seconds. Second down and 10, the Marauders at the 48-yard line of the Cobras.
Did you see that aggressive run by Hanks?
Yes.
That was a little angry, wasn't it?
Good.
Yeah. No, I like that. Bring more of that.
We'll see the Marauders come out next week like a dog that hasn't been fed in 3 days. Hungry.
You know what I like is there's 30 seconds left in this game, and the Marauders are showing absolutely no quit.
No, well, no. That's expected. Coach Young wouldn't accept it. And look at the throw. Navarro's under pressure. Throws, has a man. This time it is Hanks who is hitting out of bounds. Clock stops with 23 seconds left. Second down. And, you know, if Mingus scores a touchdown here, JB, and you look at the score of 34-21,
yeah,
that's not as bad as like a 56-7 score.
Right, yeah.
Obviously.
We have had 52-7 and
right. But I mean just as far as the psyche of this team.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, after losing last week, and then you come down here, if they were to get blown out, I think they might, be thinking about next week about, uh-oh. But if they can stay in this thing, even score a touchdown here, I think they might feel a little bit better. Uh-oh, across the middle, Tiffany. Ooh. Right in and out of the hands of Tiffany and nearly intercepted by number 7. But it's starting to run out of time now, and it's fourth down. But Mingus, I think, has to at least feel like they stayed in this game a little bit. They were now 28-0 at halftime. They've outscored the Cobras 14-6 here in the second half.
I agree.
Now, I believe Cactus went to their second-string quarterback, and I think they vanillaed up their offense a little bit. But regardless, they were running rush shot over the Marauders there in the first half.
Okay, so you take James out and put in Marshall. Thanks.
Well, yeah, right. Well, no, I mean the quarterback.
Yeah.
But, yeah, right. Now, as far as the running backs go, I don't think it makes any difference. Take out Adrian Peterson, you put in Arian Foster, you're still going to score a lot.
Pass intended out here near side for number 9.
Fourth down, Tiffany. Yep, fourth down is incomplete, and the Marauders turn it over on downs. We are 14 seconds, one knee away from this thing being over, fans. We will talk to you next week from home on Thursday, and we want you to be there. Bring your headset and listen to the game while you sit in the stands and enjoy Mingus Marauder football.
I'm proud of the boys here tonight. Absolutely. They stayed on this field here with Cactus, especially in the second half. They were outplayed and definitely outdone in the first half. But second half, you know what? They showed some life. They showed some progress, and I think this team's got some hope.
Major size difference in this game tonight.
You think?
Yes. And the Marauders are going to see that all season long. There's a snap in the knee, and hopefully these are the games that they stacked up at the beginning of the schedule to try to get ready for later in the year. And hopefully this is going to be a learning experience for Mingus, and they'll be able to come back stronger next week. That's the end of the game. The Cobras take a knee and win it by a final score of 34-14 over the Mingus Marauders, and we will be back with Mingus next week, Thursday at home. Come on out and check that one out. Right now, let's take a break, and we'll be back with the Digitel Verizon Wireless post-game report coming up from Cactus High right after this.
Premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find Digitel, your Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, Willow Crossroads, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Remember all those rules you heard as a child?
Do not play with fire.
You'll always remember those rules.
Don't sit so close to the screen.
But now there are times you may have to challenge those rules.
Stay inside the lines.
And bending those rules may even lead to a career.
Pick up your toys, kids.
Imagine all the possibilities. When you venture out to make your life your own, remember the rules, but don't be afraid to take chances. Explore your sense of wonder. Feed your curiosity. Yavapai College. Life explored.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here.
With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market.
Next to KFC on Main Street, Cottonwood.
Go Marauders!
Would you rather recycle like this or like this? Clean Recycling processes over 95% of the materials collected as opposed to under 20% with other processes. Just add a recycling container and your recycling materials end up recycled instead of in the landfill. Just one of the many reasons Taylor Waste has been voted #1 for the past 8 years in a row.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Welcome to the Digitel Verizon Wireless Post-Game Report. Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street. Stay tuned for a complete wrap-up of tonight's game, including highlights, stats, and the announcement of the player of the game. The Digitel Verizon Wireless Post-Game Report starts now. Here's Zach Calandra.
Back at Cactus High School, the Mingus Marauders suffer their second defeat of the year, but as you mentioned towards the end, JB, is a team that has no quit in them.
Right.
They were down 20 points in the waning moments, and they kept fighting dog on dog and trying to get down to that end zone, try to tighten up the score a little bit. That's expected of the head coach Bob Young team. He wouldn't accept anything different than fighting for all 48 minutes. That's why it's called the 448. Unfortunately for Mingus, this Cactus team is big. This Cactus team is loaded with athletes, and they were at home and feeling pretty good about themselves right from the early get-go.
Well, they took on Thunderbird last week. More of a defensive battle. 16-11 the score last week, and put some fireworks, some lightning up on the Mingus Marauders here today. 28 points in the first half, and Mingus unable to come back. However, as you made mention, won the second half by a score of 14-6.
Yeah, and a little bit of that was Cactus kind of calling off the dogs a little bit offensively. Although not play calling, I don't think, but just they shifted people into different positions. Brought in their backup quarterback, brought in like their third-string running back who looked like the first-string guy and everything. Cactus is a very good football team, JB. We knew that coming down here. We knew Mingus was going to have to play almost a perfect game, and they were going to have maybe a big play or two go their way. The Marauders still haven't had a takeaway. Well, they may have had one last week. They don't have one tonight, and they still don't have an interception. So there's a couple things that I know that Mingus wants to try to build on and try to get better at, and I think one of them is they want to start getting some more takeaways. They want their defense to start getting their offense the ball back quickly and with, well, I can't say with better field position because they had great field position all night here tonight.
Oh, without a doubt. However, you know, I think you're absolutely right about that. Mingus, I think, learned an awful lot. You saw Mingus shuffling players, still trying to figure out maybe some positions. Maybe let's rethink this, let's rethink that.
Especially on that line.
Yeah, on the offensive line where we were definitely outsized is the way I'll put it.
Size.
We were definitely outsized in some cases, nearly 100 pounds on the line player for player.
Yeah, their line was 260 and up all the way across on their offensive line, and a lot of those guys turned around. They didn't look much smaller on defense. A couple things the Marauders did here tonight that we hadn't seen. Well, we saw the center Volk go out. Bond go out with the injury, and then we saw Isaiah Baker come into play center. He did a nice job up there in the middle for the Marauders. We also saw a big fellow, 280-pounder, Galen Leo, get some snaps with the offense here tonight. So the Marauders, maybe at this stage, are still trying to figure out what the right combination is going into next week and most certainly before we start section play.
Although it's different kids, especially every 4 years as they go on to hopefully collegiate experiences and beyond. Just the same, the Cactus Cobras, not strangers to the Mingus Marauders, and they tell the Mingus Marauders here today, hey, welcome back to Division III. Hello.
Yeah, well, we remember this division. There's a lot of big boys in this division. There's no doubt about that. The Marauders will have their work cut out for them as they continue to try to figure out a way to, first of all, you got to get your first win. Then you got to figure out a way to win in your section and to get into the playoffs. And when you get back, if you can get into the playoffs, it's anybody's ball game at that point.
Well, what started out here tonight looked like it was going to get completely out of hand. The Mingus Marauders did a great job of bringing it back within tolerances levels of respect.
Yeah.
First quarter action, 9:50 still left to go in the first quarter, and James gets his first touchdown of the evening, a 15-yard dash, and the Mingus Marauders found themselves in a hole to start with, and, well, they just kind of marched down the field. And I don't think the lightning delay helped the Mingus Marauders at all. They looked like they were not quite rewarmed yet.
Well, it's certainly not an advantage to the rogue team to have to sit in your locker room for an extra 40 minutes after you warm up.
Right, which in some cases isn't even a locker room. It's a classroom.
Right, it's a cold room in the back of the building somewhere. The big old.
Oh, they would have loved a cold room.
Oh, cold room.
They probably gave them the room, the only one that
the
doesn't.
Furnace room.
Right, does not have any air conditioning out here. First quarter action yet again. Just under 2 minutes left to go, and James does a little misdirection for the Cactus Cobras, and he'll pick up his second touchdown of the season, and that is an absolute perfect play for him and Marshall. It's almost like a delayed draw in the backfield, and I don't think there was a designed hole. It is everybody block, and something will pop up.
Yeah, and all of a sudden the guy just kind of bangs around through there, and boom, he's gone, and then next thing you know, you see him like 10 yards down the field and try to catch him.
Exactly. And it isn't a set play, so how do you defend against it? You don't know what's coming.
No, and he's fast. And you can see, like you said, during the play, he read the defensive end, and he said, that guy's going to come hard and try to come in here and block this thing. I'm going to run right around him. That's what he did.
Yeah, exactly. Third score of the game, well, by James again. Let's finish the hat trick. This one, second quarter action, 8:42 left to go. Another 5-yard variety, and he'll take it up the gut. Quarterback did a great job with the fake. And he was almost in the end zone untouched. Maybe somebody got a finger on the uniform out there. Lopez goes 3 for 3, and it was 21-0. Then 28 seconds left to go, and Cactus goes into their 2-minute drill, calling and using their timeouts. And with just 28 seconds left to go, a 13-yard floater from the Cactus Cobras quarterback to Marshall. Number 27 on the near side. He just puts it up. Marshall outruns everybody anywhere near him and finds himself just in that soft spot. Unfortunately, the soft spot also included the end zone. And the extra point was good by Lopez. It was 28-0 at halftime. Third quarter action. Mingus says, not tolerable. Goose eggs not allowed. I don't even care if it is Cactus and we are on the road. And Hanks gets his first touchdown of the season with 7:46 left to go in the third quarter. And Hanks scores from 9 yards out for the Mingus Marauders, putting them on the board. And Jacobo actually gets completes the extra point, and it was 28-7. And after that, 3:40 left to go still in the third quarter. Whipple, the backup quarterback, does the keeper from 3 yards out. And Cobras find pay dirt once again. However, this one, the extra point was blocked by the Mingus Marauders. Here's the touchdown for those watching Channel 2 on Cable 1 or Suddenlink. And did a great job stretching out, falling backward to get that ball into the end zone. But once again, the extra point was blocked by Kitchen, who brought everything, including the sink. And it was 34-7. Mingus would score again. However, fourth quarter action, 9:26 left to go. There was a 36-yard field goal attempt out there by Lopez. It was no good off to the left. So Mingus ends up with the final score of the game out here today. That's something you can take to the house. Fourth quarter with 3:58 left to go. Collins gets his first touch, his first carry of the year, and he makes it count for a 54-yard touchdown. Great blocking up front by the Mingus Marauders. Slips through a tackle there, and number 34, who in the scrimmage we started calling Tugboat. And what's his new name? Speed Racer?
Yeah, Speed Racer, huh?
Go Speed Racer.
He outran everybody there.
He did indeed, finds pay dirt, and that's the longest touchdown of the season, well, the young season for the Mingus Marauders. Yep. And his first touchdown, Mingus puts up 2 touchdowns running the ball out here tonight. Jacobo, by the way, earlier in the game had a field goal attempt.
You know, that's quite a weapon. That's quite a weapon when your name's Tugboat, and then the next game is Speed Racer. That's a pretty good combination.
No kidding.
Tugboat's steady, strong.
Yep.
Speed Racer's fast. Man, you don't want steady, strong, and fast coming at you.
Just don't mix the fuels.
Oh, is there different fuels?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'm not not sure what that would do.
We got him in the end zone.
It's kind of like diesel fuel versus airplane fuel, you know?
Jet fuel.
Yes, jet fuel.
That's what he showed there.
Yep.
Okay, so now he's the jet. But Collins did get in there, and that was good to see. It was nice to see the Marauders get on a breakaway and be able to get down the field and get him feeling good about himself.
Absolutely.
He played a great game on defense as well today, Levi Collins.
He did. Played an excellent job, and another person that played a phenomenal game was Kitchen.
Yes.
Special teams.
Both sides and special teams, no doubt about it.
All three sides.
Outstanding young man.
Indeed. And he is fast. He brings so much heart to the ball game. Just a pleasure to watch. Glad we've got him this year, and he's just going to be fun.
No doubt about it. All right, fans, let's take a quick break right here. We'll come back with some individual statistics for you from tonight's ball game. We'll be back to Cactus High School right after this.
Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros give you more miles for your money. Locally owned and grown, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros will beat any competitor. Bring your best deal and they'll beat it on price, total service, tire quality, and arguably the best nationwide warranty. For 24 months or 24,000 miles and available at 30,000 locations coast to coast. Get more miles for your money every day from your hometown team, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros.
Your local Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. There are now 3 varieties of Doritos Locos Tacos at Taco Bell. Nacho cheese, Cool Ranch, and the new fiery Doritos Locos Taco. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell, located on the corner of Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
The Victory Red Tag Model Year End event. We're clearing out the last of our 2013 bikes. Now's the time to jump on our best deals on the best bikes on the planet. Get up to $2,000 in rebates, 0.99% financing, and a 5-year powertrain warranty. Get one while you still can.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
Hi, I'm John Andretti for Window World, America's largest replacement window company. Made in the USA. That's a powerful statement. It's also our story. Window World was born here, and the products we sell and install are made here. Our stores are locally owned, so your money goes to work here in our community. We think that making American homes more energy efficient goes hand in hand with protecting American jobs. Window World, American made, American owned.
Visit the new location at 101 Air Park Road in Cottonwood. Call 649-9111, ROC number 286642.
2 things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Back at Cactus High School, 34-14, the Cactus Cobras escaped the Mingus Marauders here at home tonight. The Marauders will be at home next week, Thursday. Come on out for an early Thursday game next week, JB. Get the weekend started a little early.
Thursday? That's just weird,
You
man.
play Thursday, don't work Friday. It's a 3-day weekend.
Ooh, really? I don't have to work Friday?
Nope.
Sweet. All right.
It's like going to AHA.
Is it? That's true, huh?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. We'll have to figure out what to do. Get ready for Saturday's game, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Speaking of Saturday, tomorrow,
yeah,
a lot of big games at Cottonwood Middle School, starting with the, was it the Marauder or Lobo Mighty Mites? I think it was the Marauder Mighty Mites. It start at 10, and then at 12 o'clock, you've got the Cardinals and Bears, and then at 2 o'clock, you've got the, I'm not sure who the Colts are playing, but the Colts are playing, the Cottonwood Colts are playing. Oh, Page. Ooh, that's a good one. At 2 o'clock. So a full day of football at CMS tomorrow.
And then 4 o'clock, the Panthers.
Oh, that's right. The Panthers at 4. So, yeah, big day of football tomorrow at CMS. We had a big day of football here tonight, and individually, Cactus had some players that put up some pretty big numbers.
Well, yeah, definitely so. But let's take a look at the Mingus Marauders here this evening. Well, in the air, Navarez ends up 5 for 14. just 22 yards in the air, 1 interception. On the ground, well, Collins beats all rushers for the Mingus Marauders with 1 carry, 54 yards, an average of 54 yards every time he touches the ball from the line of scrimmage.
I'd give him the ball again.
No kidding. 222 yards, 238 yards total offense for the Mingus Marauders here tonight. Tanner Karen ends up 0 for 2 from the quarterback position. Navarez, 37 yards on the ground. Dakota Hanks, by the way, 61 yards on 12 carries and a touchdown for the Mingus Marauders. Helsel adds on the game 6 carries, 18 yards. Hey, a 3-yard average could be worse. Kitchen, 5 carries, 37 yards for the Mingus Marauders. And Karen on the ground as well, 5 carries and 16 yards. Mingus ends up with 222 rushing yards, but only had 66 in the first half. So that's a great turnaround.
And 54 on the run by Collins.
Yeah, but you know, you got to get in chunks sometimes, right?
Right.
And you know, it wasn't like Mingus was marching down with 6 and 7 and 8
It's
yard
a hard,
drives.
yeah, it's a hard game to go 3 and 4 yards every time you snap the ball.
Exactly. Rios ends up with 3 receptions here tonight, 31 yards. Dakota Hanks has 1 for 5. And Mingus really only had 5 receptions on the game. Well, last game, 196 yards for Navarez in the air.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it done out here against the Cactus Cobras in the air.
And he was under pressure throughout the night, most of the night. Whenever he dropped back, he was under pressure. And the DBs and the safeties and everything, they played real tight coverage on the Marauders. There wasn't a lot of room to run and to throw.
No, there really wasn't. And they did a great job of overloading the sides of the field wherever Mingus had a tendency to go. So if Navarez was starting to wheel out of his, out of the pocket to the right-hand side, it was amazing how the defensive backs flowed to that side of the field. As I said in the third quarter, Cactus is one of those teams that it looks like they got 14 guys defensively on the field.
No doubt about it. They fly all over the place. All right, fans, let's take a quick break right here. We'll get a word from our sponsors, and we will be back with more of the Digitel Verizon Wireless post-game report from Cactus High School. Final score, Cobras 34, Marauders 14.
Here in the Verde Valley, it's always a great time to ride. And for all your cycle needs, it's always a great time to visit D&K Service Cycle and ATV. Their certified technicians can keep your street bike or your dirt bike in tip-top shape year-round. Stop in and check out the full inventory of riding gear. At D&K, they can help sell your good used motorcycles too. Go to dkservicecycle.com and find out about the consignment program. D&K Service Cycle and ATV in Cottonwood, a quarter-mile south of Walmart.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Back at Cactus High School, 34-14. The Cobras over the Marauders tonight. Mingus falls to 0-2 on the season. The Cobras go to 2-0, and they look pretty good, JB. This is a team that is going to have to be reckoned with down the stretch and into the playoffs this year in Division III. This Cactus Cobra team is loaded everywhere on their squad. They've got it offensively. They've got it defensively. Looks like they've got a kicker that does a good job. This is a good football team Coach Feckenheyer's got here this year.
Well, the biggest enemy for the Cactus Cobras during the course of the season would be injuries. Seriously, I mean, you start to lose a few key players, and that could go a long ways down the stretch.
It could, however, they looked fairly deep.
They did look deep. There is no doubt about it. And the other part that we have mentioned, but it's good to mention here again in the Digitel post-game report, how many sophomores and juniors are on this squad.
Not only is this team good this year, but watch out next year and the year after that. But in the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that, because that's how Cactus rolls down here. Coach Beckenheimer always puts together a very good football team, and they're loaded with underclassmen again this year.
I know. It's almost like a gymnastics team. Once you get to be a senior, you're like too old to play football.
No doubt about it. Well, thinking of player of the game here tonight, JB, one guy has really stood out, and we mentioned it during the game, that this is a player that ought to get a lot of recognition for his special teams work. Brendan Kitchen has done a great job returning the ball. He's done a nice job on special team defense. He's done a great job on defense alone, and he got a couple more carries here tonight. I think the Marauders are thinking they need to work him into the offense a little bit more, as I think they may be thinking the same with Collins as well.
You know what? It was. It's part of the desire for the coaching staff here to not have Kitchen and not have Collins in the offense. I want to save them for defense because they are just absolutely crucial. Broyles is another one. We got to save him for defense. You know, this is going to be my keystone. Exactly. However, at the same time, boy, how can you keep these kids off a side of the ball?
Right.
I mean, just and Kitchen, the biggest thing he's got is his heart. He runs just incredibly brave, full speed all the time, did last season, did the season before, and just does not give up. And only 37 yards here, but he only had 5 carries, and they didn't give him the ball until the second half. But this kid can definitely make things move. We saw 2 kickoff returns going 40-plus yards from this young man here tonight. Digital player of the game, just on field position alone for Brendan Kitchen.
Brendan Kitchen, great game. Again.
Yes.
We'll just record that and just play it every week. Brendan Kitchen, great game again.
We have the technology to do that, you know.
Yes, I don't even have to have a recorder. They can do that for me. What am I thinking? I'm still in 1985. All right. All right, fans. Good game here tonight for the Cactus Cobras. They really look strong. It looks like they're gonna be one of the teams to beat here this year.
411 yards from the line of scrimmage here for the Cactus Cobras, and they did it both in the air and on the ground. On the ground, leading rusher is James, 17 carries, 126 yards. That's better than 7 yards a carry. 3 touchdowns here tonight. His backup, Marshall, 7 carries, 84 yards, averaging 12. Oh, great, your backup's averaging more yardage than your starter.
That starter got him worn down.
Right, 329 yards on the ground, and in the air, 82 yards and a touchdown. No interceptions thrown by the Cactus Cobras here. Their starter ends up going 6 for 9, 77 yards in the game, and an average of 8.5 yards per reception out there for the Cactus Cobras. Now, against Thunderbird last week, he only went 4 for 8 and only was throwing short stuff. Able to get the ball downfield a little bit, but it's really more about the yards after catch and his ability to run that ball. You made mention he is the quarterback for the Cobras, definitely collegiate stature.
Oh, no doubt about it. 6'3", 207 pounds. It looks like he's got a nice arm. He can definitely run the ball, and he can handle his team's offense. There's going to be some university somewhere that's going to be more than happy to have that young man come attend.
You know, you hit him, bounce off, then another guy comes and hits him and bounces off.
Right.
And by the 3rd or 4th time, you've actually slowed him down a little bit.
Right, where he's only going to drag you for 4 yards.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Nice play. 2 quarterbacks, 2 weeks in a row, the Marauders have seen an outstanding quarterback. Man, I hope Paradise Valley's got some little wimpy kid.
And you really think that's going to happen?
Not at all.
No, not at all.
And if they do, that means they've got like some 6'4", 290-pound fullback that runs a 4.4 or something.
Not sure which one would be more dangerous.
Yeah. All right, fans. Well, thanks for tuning in here tonight. Thanks for sticking with us through our lightning delay, and we will be back home on Thursday as the Mingus Marauders will welcome the Paradise Valley Trojans in for a Thursday night affair from Mingus High School. For Jackie Bessler, I'm Zach Calandra. We'd like to thank all of our camera people for doing a tremendous job here today, as well as Ryan Nichols and Brian Saravo and Nick Yatsenko.
Nick's back.
Nick's back. How about that? For doing such a great job that they do there in their booth. And JB, it looks like you got one final piece of information that we need to give our listeners.
Yeah, a couple of scores out there.
All right.
In fact, Bradshaw won here by a score of 33-14 over Lake Havasu earlier tonight, and everybody's finished before we did because of our big delay. Peoria takes down the Flagstaff Eagles 35-7. Not a surprise. Peoria Panthers, oh, we recognize them. Oh, we've had a few battles with them as well. Desert Edge, probably going in as the favorite in Division III this year, takes down Prescott by 2.
Yeah, Prescott's the real deal.
21-19. I think you're right. The Prescott squad very well could be one of those real teams to deal with here this year. I know that last year's sophomore quarterback from Bradshaw transferred to the Badgers here this year, and, well, that can't do anything else but help them.
No Mingarelli, still rolling strong are the Badgers. We'll see them at the very end of the year. Before that, though, Thursday at home against Paradise Valley. For Jackie Bessler, I'm Zach Calandra. Talk to you Thursday from the Cave.
This has been the Digitel Verizon Wireless Post-Game Report. Digitel, a Verizon Wireless premium wireless retailer in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street. Join Yavapai Broadcasting Sports next week for more Mingus Marauder football right here on AM 1600 and Verde Valley Television Cable 1 Channel 2 or online at verdevalleytv.com.